Yeah.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Like, whatever the opposite of that is, I feel like that's you.
The opposite of that?
Yeah.
I'm like a house cat that's not civilized. Everybody likes me. I don't always like them.
Anyway,
Something like that.
welcome back to Tales from the Forgotten Show. If you're enjoying what we're doing, there are a few ways you can support the show. We have a Hero Forge affiliate link where you can get dice and minis. We have a Redbubble with lots of merch and non-show related merch.
Sometimes it's just random stuff that we
Whatever brain
think about in chat, and
infest
they're
us
like,
that
yeah,
week.
and Jenna has some free time to make a logo for that, or Maria does, and we slap it on a shirt.
Yep,
You
exactly.
could buy it.
Yep. We also have a coffee for direct donations, so, you know, if you just are trying to go the minimalist route,
Yeah.
valid.
You can also send us cold hard cash.
I would love some, please.
Yeah.
Preferably delivered by railgun. We will also accept trebuchet.
Ooh, yes.
The idea of a trebuchet just launching a wad of loose like bills is both incredibly intriguing and horrifying at the same time.
Yeah,
Ultimate
like,
make
it rain. Yes.
I would love that amount of money, but it would probably also kill me with the force of the trebuchet.
Imagine if it was gold coins in a sack.
Way to die.
And
Best
hit
way
you
to
like
die,
a
though.
boulder.
That would
Best
break
way to
every bone in
die.
my body.
Yes.
There's some message in here about weaponizing wealth.
There always is at Tift.
Yeah.
Can we make this into socialist plants? Yes, we can. Can we make it into capitalist plants? Yes, we can.
Can we get them to fight each other? Yes, we can.
Yes, we can.
Can we make it into a secret third thing that is neither system? Possibly.
If you would like to keep up with updates about the show, on our Beacons page you can find all of our social media links, as well as a link to join our Discord, where the fun never stops. And the food and pet pictures always flow.
Yeah.
And
you have to give her or Precious imaginary scritches.
you have to,
It's mandatory.
in
It is
order to
mandatory.
enter the Discord domain, you have to provide an altering on the altar of Precious. An offering on the altar of Precious.
An altering on the altering of the offering of something.
I'm great at words.
Words are hard on Fridays, you guys. Nobody knows what's going on.
Look, I've been trying to learn HTML.
Crow has the brain
I'm
cell,
struggling.
I think. I hope
That's
somebody
fair.
has.
That's fair.
And if you're watching the VOD on YouTube, you can join us live most weeks. We've been pretty regular, so yeah, Fridays, come hang out, enjoy the chaos.
Like a fibrous diet, we've been very regular.
Okay.
It's too early in the morning for me to hear that. I'm sorry.
And our first poop joke of the day.
And break.
We have accomplished all we came here to do. We'll see you next week, guys.
Over to Crow for this week in OSHA regulations.
Today we'll be discussing high visibility vests and how to make them fashionable, while also still staying safe. I present the disco vest.
I mean, to be fair, the NPC whose house we're about to try and protect would definitely have commentary on that.
Quite possibly. But speaking of that, welcome back everyone to San Sebastián. We will be beginning properly our next arc here, a heist in Hickory Heights.
Boo.
But before that, we need to do
It's
a
a
couple
lot
things.
of H's.
That's the idea.
Mhm.
First things first, add a team to the pool, which brings us up to 6. Remember that I am going to be more aggressive about emptying that out as time passes, so use it while you got it.
That was another inadvertent poop joke.
And our icebreaker question for the evening as we go around and introduce ourselves. Do you/your character separate their clothes before washing? Why or why not?
I can go first. Hi, I'm Tess. I play Elytra, aka Victoria. And I would say Elytra probably definitely does, and if only because, like me, it's a habit at this point that she probably picked up from her sister or something like that when she took over laundry or chores or whatever. And like for me, it's just what my parents did, so that's what I do. So
Hi, I'm Jenna, and I play Heavenly Katana, aka HK, aka Mia, and Mia religiously separates her clothes into pink and not pink.
You know what?
Can't
That
have
makes
any of that
sense.
black.
Eventually, everything will be pink, depending.
Yes. Well, she also has to separate out whites, but
that's true.
she does this because her mother is insane about that. And then also she did the pink separation out just to annoy her mom. Because she thought it was funny and she just kept doing it. I separate out whites and then in colors. It's whites, colors, whites, colors. That's how I do it. I don't know. Because I bleach the whites, so.
I can go next. I am Bartholomew. I play Thoth, our lovable hentai boy. I mean, I separate lights and darks when I do laundry. Again, probably just a habit at this point, but I wash almost everything on cold, so it doesn't really matter. Thoth probably does not, because laundry costs money.
It's fair.
Makes sense.
But he also probably washes everything on cold, so again, doesn't really matter.
I am Brianna. I play Glory. I separate out by like clothing durability and how much heat it should be exposed to. So something that's like absolutely cold wash it. Other things like sheets, that is hot water to get it clean. You can do it with cold water. It's slightly less effective in my personal opinion. Also, there's some clothing that should not be like done on a really high cycle that I have. So yeah. And then some stuff that just gets hand washed. Glory, probably, haven't really thought about it. I think she probably does just out of, much like Elytra, out of just how she was raised to do it. But not out of any like particular intention beyond that.
Apparently, I am the only troglodyte of the group. I don't separate at all. It's just one ball of laundry that gets tucked into the washer on cold.
You did not turn all of your white clothes pink when you were a kid, and that shows.
Not only that, as I've gotten older, the color has drained out of my wardrobe. Because guess what? They don't make anything colorful in my size. Like, when you get to, like, 5X, it's grays, blues, reds, and blacks, and that is it.
Not a lot of great selection.
All right,
Yep.
Time to start a fashion revolution.
Yes.
We're gonna get Crow a colorful wardrobe.
I mean, my $1 million idea that I could never enact upon is just, like, nerd merch, but actually in, like, extra large sizes. Because I can
Actually,
never
that
find...
would sell really well.
Yeah, I can never
Probably,
find
yeah,
anything,
actually.
like, for Pokemon or, like, Marvel that's actually in my size. And it sucks.
Yeah. I get that.
Mm-hmm.
But apparently the only one who agrees with me on the whole wad of laundry thing is Thoth. Not even Charlie, just Thoth.
Just so.
And
Look, if I did a
Kane
wad
thinks
of
you guys
laundry,
are
half my
awful.
clothing is getting ruined.
I figured.
I mean, fair. That's also half my clothing.
The only time I've ever gone the wad of laundry route was when I was studying abroad, because to use the washing machines in that dorm, you had to use coins. And I so
That's my
very
current
rarely
system.
I so very rarely had coins.
Mm-hmm.
The bank knows me as the person who shows up and asks for quarter rolls.
Mm-hmm. That's valid.
I used to handle those a lot. I know tricks for breaking those things open really fast.
Me too.
I'd imagine.
Smack it on stuff.
Oh god.
It,
Quarters
it's
everywhere.
literally it. It's blunt force. Like you
another
get
way
like a
to-
corner or
to
something, and you like get it on there, and then you
deal
just
with your
bam.
rage. Charlie, there's a
stand like a
rage
banana
room
and then eat
now
it.
within
Oh, I know.
driving distance of us, so
I
we
know.
should probably go to that
Yes.
at some point.
But we're already off on our rabbit trail. We have a heist to prepare for. So,
What day is it in game?
Tuesday.
today.
Never ever
What's
did
the
I
date
think that
in addition to that?
Jenna would be thwarting a heist
Today's
and not actually
date
involved in it.
currently is the 23rd of October. As a reminder, the Thieves Guild said that they would be going after Eden Maud's stuff on the 25th. The 23rd
Which is why I'm asking, because I know
is
we're
a
on the clock.
Why don't
Wednesday.
we just make fakes with trackers in them? That's what HK's
Well, we don't know what they're gonna steal.
The 23rd. Did you
Yeah,
say the 23rd is a
costumes.
Wednesday? I thought you just said
Yes,
Tuesday.
23rd is a Wednesday, and then they're stealing stuff on that Friday, the 25th.
So
Great.
today is the Wednesday?
Yes,
Okay, I got that wrong. One second.
it was.
I
Tuesday
probably
because it-
confused you because I just randomly threw out Tuesday.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you for that.
Sorry.
Shouting out random days and numbers as we're trying to
Are you a
coordinate.
chaos goblin today?
56.
I used to do that when I
Everyone
worked in
is chaos.
grocery and the managers would be counting the drawers out. I would just start saying random numbers.
Evil.
We'd
Like, I
have
hate
to
you
start
if you
over.
did that to me.
I would find a new job.
Oh, they
I would
kind of was
cry.
union.
All right, but HK has conveyed to all of you that you have been approved to enter the Maud estate. So, if I remember correctly from last time, there was some discussion about how we were going to go about this covertly, yes?
Probably not showing up at the same time, so
This squeezes.
taking our public transport or whatever.
Well, I don't know how to tell you this, but there isn't a whole lot of public transport to where
God
you're going
damn
in
it.
Hickory Heights.
God damn
You
it.
can get to Hickory Heights with public transport, but buses are a bad luck.
We will
No.
take the RAV4 is what we're gonna do, and then we're gonna park, and then we're all gonna walk separately.
All right. But my question is, how
Or in
exactly
pairs.
are we disguising ourselves?
We've got the masks from what's his face, and then Thoth and Electra are going
Illusion it up.
to use Thoth's abilities.
Yeah.
But Glory and HK have gangbusters face changing masks.
As a reminder, they do project over your face, but unless you have like a hood or like maybe a high collar, it's like visibly away from your face. Like your actual face. So
Hoodies.
are you wearing a hoodie in Hickory
This is
Heights?
we're gonna get excited. Like calls, the cops are gonna be called on us.
Possibly.
Also, because Glory is not white.
Neither is
HK
Thoth.
will have borrowed
Yeah,
hats from Neko.
Elytra is our only white person here. Well,
I mean,
HK's got
HK's
white
white enough.
she's also very distinctive.
Well, she's in goth mode right now, so her hair is black.
Okay.
She will have and she's dressed in all black. She will have borrowed hats from Neko. And Neko will have insufferably made fun of her for looking like a goth.
I don't know if she'd make fun of you more. She's probably more into it.
You look hotter than you've ever looked, okay? Never change that.
Like,
Ooh!
Mia,
No.
this is a great look. Why do you go with that pink crap?
Because I like it.
Question: is the goal for the team? Is the goal to hide the fact that more heroes are helping with this? To hide the fact
Yes.
that we're specifically helping with this, or
Both, I think. Well, I mean, from HK's perspective, it's up to the team, right? But from HK's perspective, if we are keeping on, like, to keep the edge of like surprise that we're the ones that are kind of helping, so they can't like make plans for our skill sets or whatever, you know?
Glory will raise the secondary issue that she would prefer to do something where the exceptionals will also not be able to see her face at any point because she doesn't want them to know who she is. That seems
That's
like a
fine.
good way to get harassment.
That's fine.
Yeah.
All right.
You can wear your mask the whole. You can.
I guess the
probably
question
wear
is,
a,
do
a
people
domino under it, right?
It's
people
projected
who are
over your
not
face,
heroes
so yeah.
ever wear like domino masks? Is it the fashion thing at all, or is it like that's for hero?
If you're wearing a domino mask and you're not a hero, there's a 99% chance you're a tourist in San Sebastian. Because that's like the go-to, like,
Yeah,
I went
okay,
to
that's
San
fair, that's fair.
Sebastian and I got this mask thing.
Wow. Should we dump tourists together?
Yeah,
I
Glory
mean,
will wear
tourists
just
would not raise as much suspicion in Hickory Heights because there is some, like, tour traffic up there.
Oh yeah, I'd imagine it's people going like gawk at like specific famous houses or something.
Oh,
like
absolutely.
Hollywood style.
Are you kidding me? There's like a whole bus that goes specifically to the new Olympus location.
Anyways,
They aren't allowed in. They just go like past it and just like, ooh, ah, click, 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 click.
I think then in that case, Glory's wearing like regular everyday clothes and a just plain black domino mask.
All right.
HK is wearing a black hat with her goth attire and a black scarf.
All right. Thoth, what are you and Elytra looking like? And Elytra, you're free to chime in on this.
I mean, I was thinking we could go just the rich socialite route. So
Yeah, Electro is fine with that. She can
Thoth
work with it.
probably illusion himself to look like he's wearing slacks and a button down and like a sport coat, like no tie or anything.
I assume a different face.
Yes, yeah. Appearance wise, totally different. Probably like white, blonde, blue eyes. Sunglasses, like Ray-Ban sunglasses.
Yeah.
I have to ask, is this subconsciously kind of looking like Richie Nelson?
No.
Okay.
I mean, maybe a little bit. He's just like generic white rich man. All of the Chris's.
If I took an
We've
aggregate of all
averaged
the Chris's.
If we average the Chris's, this is what they
and
would look like.
divide by whatever number of Chris's you include.
Skew the median towards blonde and blue-eyed.
All right, all right. So then Elytra, like some, imagine like some casual pants. Some
Yeah, something.
quote unquote
Belt.
casual pumps.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I mean, I feel like Electra already fights in battle heels, so it's fine.
Impressive and terrifying.
I mean, the mech suit is definitely healed slightly.
Yes.
I love it.
Now, it is worth noting that with this setup, I believe everybody can either be in costume or basically snap their fingers and be in costume. So you can assume that you have all of your normal like gear and abilities available.
Also, can both disguise the werewolf spider as like a little purse dog.
How big is this spider?
Yes.
Okay. You get a purse chihuahua that is wearing a little sweater and a rhinestone collar.
Okay.
Every once in a while, like a leg sticks out of its neck. Just because it doesn't quite match the body plan, so it's just like, this isn't quite right.
Just like, please stop.
New trend among the rich: pet spiders.
Yes.
I mean, in San Sebastian, it's not impossible.
Designer spiders.
I mean, Electra could sell those.
Yeah.
Just after she figures out how to mutate her pets on command.
That's a matter for another day. Getting to Hickory Heights, easy enough. And since it is a Wednesday, tourist traffic is pretty light. So there isn't exactly much of a crowd to hide in. But that being said, Well, it's Eden Maud's estate. She does attract a crowd. So when you approach, there is a decent number of people out front. Primarily tourists.
Were we given instructions for how to enter the estate? Because I can't imagine she would have just been like, yeah, just walk through the front door.
I'll just buzz you in.
Well, it's not too far from that, as your instructions are to show your IDs to the security personnel at the gate, and, well, they've been informed that you're coming.
Oh, good.
We are disguised.
HK is going to slip a message to Angelfish saying, "We're here. We'll see if we have issues at the gate. We're not. We're being inconspicuous, hopefully." And so she just pops that message to her. And then
You get a response, "Since when are you inconspicuous?" Immediate follow-up, "I'm so sorry, that came off way meaner than I meant."
Girl, just get out here. um, and then she's gonna go up and talk to the guard and show her ID.
Well, about that, as you guys approach, you notice something. These are not normal security guards. These are members of Leonberger Security.
What's that spell?
Leonberger.
Thank you.
Leon Berger. And they have a reputation. It's a bit of a shame that Maria isn't here for this now that I think about it. Because there is a long-standing theory, unproven connection that a lot of the super mercenaries in San Sebastián all seem to be connected to one another somehow. It's kind of jokingly referred to in the superhero community as the Union. One of the hypothetical fronts for the Union is Leonberger Security, because they are sketchy as shit.
Why would you have sketchy as shit security?
They are specifically for the elite and the rich, and they don't really give a crap who they work for, so long as they can pay.
Great.
But they are in high demand because they, by far, have the highest percentage of their own exonaturals employed.
Mm-hmm.
So when you approach, you see the gray, like, body armor uniforms of Leonberger. Which is, possibly not great.
HK is, she's got sunglasses and a hat on. She's going to, I don't know, how do these masks work? Do you have to take it off for it to, like, or can you, like, power it down?
You can power it down.
Okay, she's gonna power her mask down, like, inconspicuously while no one's looking, and then, just, go up and show her ID, and, you know, kind of pull down her sunglasses.
A burly gentleman immediately steps forward, hand outstretched. No access to unauthorized personnel.
I have my ID. I am authorized.
He sort of, like, looks at you, takes the ID. Scott hands the ID off to his partner. Pulls out, like, a iPad with a little, like, card reader on it. Clear.
Great.
Hands it back
She's
to you.
with me.
ID
G Glory? Or
to Glory.
okay. Yeah, she will hand him the ID.
Again, swipe. You're clear. You see, as the other one sort of like touches an earpiece.
And I guess we go in.
Auto turrets deactivated. Go ahead.
As we walk in, I do want to see if I can spot any auto turrets, or if it looks more like there's nothing visible, and it might be like they emerge if there's a threat
How
situation.
about you roll me to assess the situation?
This will go great, but sure. So I was about to try to add that, but that's Snake Eyes, so there's no way that's actually getting up there. Should know.
No
Well,
clue.
I will say part of the reason you're not picking anything up is
Hi.
because this is a front yard in the same way that, like, a really fancy tea garden is a front yard. This is gorgeous. There are topiaries everywhere, sculpted into genuinely really interesting and beautiful shapes. A lot of them abstract.
Okay.
And it's all perfectly ordered and manicured. Like, not natural at all, but very, like, aesthetically pleasing.
The auto turrets are in the shrubs.
Possibly. It kind of lends the garden to being very dense with a lot of, like, compacted sightlines. But as the two of you are walking, you do definitely notice the Leonberger security folks passing between the rows. All of whom sort of, like, eye you suspiciously. Which is, you know, kind of their job. But it leads up to the house itself, which is a postmodern masterpiece, is what I will describe it as. It's basically like one giant wedge shape, but the whole front of it leading up to the garden is just pure glass. Which lets you, like, almost like a dollhouse, see inside of it. But weirdly, it looks unoccupied. Up until the point that one of the security folks opens the door, and you can see that the glass is actually, like, editing out the actual interior of the space. So it has the aesthetic appeal of being glass from the outside, but it still keeps privacy.
Rich people.
Indeed, uber rich in this case.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of people love Eden Mild, but she is, like, if there's the 1%, she's like the 0.00001%. She
He's
is
Elon Musk.
unbelievably wealthy.
Mm-hmm.
And to yeet her into the sun.
Oh no.
I don't say that out loud or in character. That's just me.
I know. But as you enter the foyer, which, immaculate, beautiful, lots of glass, and immediately the fashion aspect of Eden Maud's life is on display. Kind of quite literally. Her foyer is mostly decorated with stuff that she has worn in her past. And this will be a reoccurring feature throughout the house. There are these, like, pillar-like cube glass cases, well, rectangular, I suppose, glass cases, with, like, mannequins posed in them, wearing the pieces. Seems like this is all over the place. And the foyer is specifically the first and last pieces she wore as a model. The first being this god-awful, gaudy, like, off-pink dress thing. Like, looking at it, both of you are just like, oh, that's not comfortable to wear. And then her last thing is, like, this beautiful satin white and gold, like, trailing gala dress with, like, this long, like, cape-like veil.
Okay.
But also waiting for you in the foyer is a familiar Atlantean.
Hi.
Hi! Thank you for coming.
No
Angelfish
problem.
runs forward and gives you a hug.
she'll hug her back, and then she'll take off the hollow mask after they're done hugging.
How'd you pick that up?
We had a job that involved needing to have different faces.
Cool.
Yeah, we've been doing some undercover work. I just thought we might stay inconspicuous on our way here.
Better to
Well,
not feed the media circus.
Yeah.
Appreciated.
Also,
Miss
just
Maud has been
not
trying to
letting
keep it
people
quiet.
know that we're involved. Might give us a upper hand.
Mm.
Maybe.
Well, I hope you don't mind, but I did tell Miss Maud and her staff that you guys were coming. I
Well,
figured that
obviously.
might-
Preferably the person who's having the investigation done should know that we are involved.
Yeah.
I thought so.
Be awkward.
Because
if
unless
she
she's
didn't.
paying the individuals who sent the ransom note to have sent the ransom note and rob her, then I don't imagine that would cause problems.
That would be weird.
I
What
don't know
would
why
be the
she'd do
motive?
that.
Publicity?
I don't know. She's
But she
got a
didn't
lot
put
of
it out in the
publicity
press,
already.
so- I'm just saying that unless that is the thing that is happening here,
Yeah.
then it probably makes more sense for you to let her know.
No, totally.
Well, everybody else is sort of around the place. Miss Maud and her assistant are in her office, talking with some folks. BP is not here. He said that he'd give you your space on the first day.
That's actually very considerate of him.
I kind of gave him the idea, but don't tell him that.
You don't say.
Didn't hear a thing.
Wings and Sugar Bomb are in the security room. They're incorporating up some of the technical bits that I don't really get. Security monitoring stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's more the specialty of one of our teammates who's yet to arrive. So,
I didn't know if, like, you guys were, like, trying to sneak in, like, testing things.
I just had a thought. Does she have the ransom note still?
Yeah, she still has it. I can take you to her if you want to talk to her.
mostly I'd like to see that note, but talking to her probably wouldn't hurt the investigation.
I'd like to see the note too. I was just thinking maybe somebody should sniff the note. Like maybe an Arcadian, as long as somebody's not here today.
I'm sorry, what?
Oh, just
HK's got a pretty good sense of smell.
yeah.
Okay.
I'll try it out.
All right.
On the table, you also know that what bugs Elytra's planning on bringing, one of
Yeah.
which is an Arcadian bug.
Oh yeah, we could just have the bug sniff it out if that works. I don't know. Just to see
right.
what scents are in there.
Well, it's certainly worth a shot. Come on, I'll take you to her office.
Okay.
And as you guys are led through the house, again, opulence incarnate. And not like distasteful opulence, like this is a nice-ass house.
Mm-hmm.
It is gorgeous. Everything is top of the line, very functional, very comfortable, very like chic, modern.
Nice.
And everywhere there are those rectangular cases with her pieces in it. In fact, a couple you might even recognize from the gala.
Mm-hmm.
One that really stands out is, Pulsar's, like, DNA piece. It appears that she replicated it and even built, like, a custom mannequin to hold the darn thing.
Fair.
And as you're sort of passing through, Angelfish says, aren't they all just gorgeous?
Certainly takes some
Mhm.
talent to put these together.
She really is a genius. I really hope someday I get to work with her in a less stressful situation. But I should probably warn you guys. Miss Maud is pretty upset by all this.
Mm-hmm.
she's also not super happy that we got involved in the first place. Apparently, one of her friends told BP, and they weren't supposed to do that. So she's a little on edge as it stands. But she also has like her staff and some of her friends in there with her. They probably are gonna try to grill you a little bit. But
Okay.
you know, don't worry too much. The only person that you need to actually listen to is Miss Maud, okay? She's the one in charge.
Did you get any sort of grilling when you first showed up?
Yeah. But
Any especially interesting questions? Or uncomfortable ones? Why are you wet?
I mean, that might have been one of the questions.
I think he straight up might have just dunked his face in his water bowl. Like, okay.
Okay. Dorkmo. Yeah, I got some questions about what I was planning to do. Well, what we were planning to do, how I was going to stop them. Some of them, she kind of rubs the inside of her arm a little uncomfortably. Some of them had questions about Atlanteans.
That does sound like it was a little uncomfortable.
Well, I would just, I would think that such important people should know more about that, but it's fine. It's fine.
The majority of people know much less than you'd hope. About most things.
I don't want to sound mean.
Sometimes it's warranted.
Well, that's what some of them said about the questions.
Don't like that. I'm sorry they made you uncomfortable.
It's alright. I got over it pretty shortly. Once Miss Maud decides that she likes you, she can make pretty much all of them shut up.
Well, that's good skill.
And at this point, you guys have been led up a few flights of stairs to this like double wooden door that's like engraved with like a floral pattern that like transitions into hummingbirds seamlessly. Like it is a gorgeous piece again. And she says, "Okay, just wait here. I'll let them know that you're coming in."
All right, thank you.
All right, thanks.
An angelfish slips inside, briefly opening the door, whereupon you learn two things. One, the soundproofing on this office is amazing. Two, it sounds like a concert in there. It is so loud. There are so many voices going all at once.
Jeez. I assume we can't really see into the room in like the brief moment it's open.
You can probably see like the corner of a bookshelf, but that's maybe about it.
Fair enough.
Meanwhile, Thoth and Elytra.
Yes.
Unless you guys are like severely delaying behind the other two, I think you'd probably be arriving at this point.
Probably not severely.
No.
You did say there was a crowd in front of the gates.
Yes. Not a like huge crowd, but like similar to like a decent tourist attraction. It's just got like a little bit of a swarm around it.
I'm assuming people are taking pictures.
Oh, so many pictures.
Oh no.
Yeah. The pictures might be a problem.
Oh.
Are we just giving up on this at this point?
Well, you could try to just avoid the crowds if you want to. Like, they are all taking pictures of the estate itself. So, like, if you just walk behind them...
So we would be able to
Which-
get to the gate without necessarily walking in front of the cameras?
At the very least, you'd have minimal pictures taken of you. But if you want to try to unleash your powers, Thoth, you've been making gradual headway on changing electronic images.
I could.
But I will say, if you decide to roll, y'all will be walking in the line of sight of cameras, so whatever the result of the roll is will stay.
Okay. Since this is
I mean,
not
I
just going
say
to
go
impact
for
me.
it. This is if I mean, Elytra will do everything she can to support him too. So, and she is the techie one, so there might be something.
I got a pretty good bonus. Okay. Let's try it. With our powers combined.
Yeah.
We are.
Okay. Almost there. That's a 6.
Okay.
Okay.
Can I use team and just because Electra does know tech, and we have discussed this before and kind of messed around with the illusions and maybe I'm just trying to think how exactly I can use powers.
You don't
Maybe
even
can I
necessarily
give-
need to use your powers. You could just, like, squeeze Thoth's hand and be like, you got this.
Oh, yeah, then, yeah, she'll definitely be like supporting and just there as more of a silent comfort and being like, I'm putting my faith in you, kind of thing. I believe you can do this.
All right. You definitely spend a team to bump that up to a 7. But that does come with a question, Thoth. Market condition or unstable or temporary?
I mean, I don't have any conditions. So I'll take the condition.
Let's say mark insecure.
I'm back to insecure. Yeah, because we're also in Hickory Heights, so
Yeah.
Because,
We
like,
can be insecure buddies together.
you're projecting the strut, but the strut itself is also an illusion.
I am not feeling.
Hello,
this strut.
Captain's butt.
Yeah.
There, my captain's butt.
Fake it till you make
He
it,
is
right?
swirly tonight.
Yep.
Put him in the blanket hoodie pouch.
There's 2 pockets rather than a pouch.
Oh.
Ah,
I could put him in the hood, but he's gonna freak out.
fair enough.
Hello, sir.
All right. Well, similar to your compatriots before you, Thoth and Elytra, you come up to the gate, and the Leonberger Guard, which, again, you both know the reputation of, authorized personnel only.
We are expected, and we were invited to assist by the Exceptionals, and Elytra will present her license.
The guard sort of takes it, hands it off to his buddy with the pad, and then looks at Thoth.
I will hand over my license. My hero ID.
You both check out. Taps his earpiece again. Go ahead.
Do I hear what goes on over the earpiece or no?
Roll me a d6.
4.
4?
Mhm.
You probably catch, like, the very tail end of it. Turret's still disabled.
Yep. Elytra will continue walking like she did not hear that until we're out of earshot. And may start slipping her senses into the spider early because she might want a little extra hearing going forward,
All right.
as well as other things.
If you're trying to assess the situation, how about you give me a roll?
Yep.
And I will also
But
quickly note something for the two of you as you're walking up the path.
Mhm.
You get significantly less looks in comparison to what HK and Glory got because you look like socialites.
Like less looks from the crowd, the guards, or both.
Less looks from the guards. The crowds are watching eagerly
Mm-hmm.
because they're tourists.
Okay.
They're here to look at things.
Yeah.
But the guards just sort of like, when you're on the grounds, take like one look at you and are just like, It's very clear that like the socialite crowd is very common.
that is a 10,
Okay.
So
even with my shitty superior right now.
perhaps keeping this
So-
illusion going could be beneficial for us.
Yeah, I like this illusion right now.
So first
Unless
of all,
I actually have.
Elytra, I will give you something right off the bat. Indeed, some of the topiaries are fake. It's a really good camouflage. If you did not have your spider, you probably wouldn't be able to pick up on it. But indeed, some of these topiaries are what you recognize as auto turrets. A dubiously legal piece of military hardware, because it's basically a simple robot brain attached to a gun.
Yep, don't love that. I will whisper to Thoth to inform him that there are auto turrets in the bushes.
Great. I love Hickory.
If not, yeah, we're not gonna trigger those.
But you do get to ask 2 questions.
mm,
I'm going to point this out there. You do get a +1 moving forward in regards to these answers, so
yeah.
could be very important.
I'm gonna say. Can I deduce what here is in the greatest danger?
Okay. So, using your technological know-how, if they have auto turrets set up, that's basically only allowed if there's a central control point for them.
Mhm.
But the thing about that is that there means that there is a single point that this security is like specifically all controlled from, which is
So,
a major hazard if someone is to say hack the system and lock you out of that control point.
no, so that I'm gonna want to know. And then, I guess. Am I getting any idea of what I can use here to best end this threat quickly?
Well, the auto turrets would end things pretty quickly if they were switched on. Because basically anyone who does not have an ID chip on them in some way would get shot.
Got it. But I also don't have an ID chip on me right now, so I don't really want to do that. As far as I'm aware.
But I mean, that would end the threat quickly. The thieves run in without ID chips. Bap, 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 bap.
Worth discussing with among the team at a later point. Can those be faked?
Possibly. But as the
Or
two
if
of
you
you
have a person on the inside, it can be official.
Leonberger's actually robbing the place.
Who knows?
But as the two of you are walking up the drive, HK and Glory, Angelfish again slips out of the room. Again, there's just like the torrent of conversation for half a second. And she says, okay, Miss Maud said that she wanted to speak with all of you at once.
Fine with me.
So if you press on those squares over there, they actually pop up into waiting seats. And indeed, in true minimalist fashion, the chairs basically aren't there until you activate them.
Wow.
But it is not long before Angelfish is probably notified that 2 more of the Misfits have showed up.
Mm-hmm.
She leads the 2 of you up. Again, Thoth Elytra, just fashion and opulence every fucking where. How you feeling, Thoth?
Oh, God. Worst nightmare. Worst nightmare.
Does
Just passive-
Angelfish give me... Oh, sorry.
I was gonna
Go
say, if Elytra's still holding Thoth's hand, his grip
Yes,
tightens.
she is. Yeah. I'm guessing Angelfish kind of has a general idea of what Elytra's build is and what like her like just walking around in a domino is. How does Angelfish react to Elytra not having the same build and face right now?
She probably, like, when she opens the foyer door, like, she starts to smile and then sort of, like, looks at the 2 of you and then is like, I'm sorry, I was expecting, some backup?
You were expecting Elytra and Thoth, correct?
Thoth, you're not disguising Elytra's voice, correct?
No, probably not. Not unless Elytra, like, specifically asked to.
No.
So you say that, Elytra, and then Angelfish's eyes, like, oh, cool! Hi! Comes over and gives you a hug.
She'll hug her back.
I know it's a little late and I said it before, but also happy birthday still.
I appreciate that. Sorry, we're a little late. We took a little
all right.
different route than our teammates. I had to pick up a few things.
Like these cool holographic disguises? What is this?
Trick of the trade.
My things are a little more not visible right now.
Oh, cute dog! She reaches to pet.
Oh no.
Not a dog. Not a dog, honey.
Spider leg out of the neck.
Spider. A spider.
Oh,
It's the spider shaker hand.
I think you successfully stopped her before contact was made.
Yep.
She just
I
had a...
can't deal with extra touch sensation either.
Okay. I guess that's one way to get your bugs in.
Yeah, I figured I need a couple more specialized individuals than my usual swarm.
All right. Well, Miss Maud wants to talk to all 4 of you at once here, so follow me. And Thoth, you're just passing by, like, furniture that you know is worth more money than you and Manny have earned in your entire lives combined.
I feel like every time, like, it's just a constant dance of shifting from side to side as I pass, like, one thing and I'm like, nope, go away from that. And then something comes up on the other side and I'm like, nope. Ugh, I'm afraid to breathe in here.
I don't know if Elytra has fully let go of Thoth's hand because she knows she's very nervous right now. Every once in a while, he'll still get a reassuring squeeze of, you're okay.
All right. But again, you guys are led to the Flowers and Hummingbird office store, where you see HK and Glory waiting in their disguises. Okay, so I kind of gave the rundown to HK and Glory a little bit, but this is going to be a lot. Just be ready for a lot of questions really fast.
Mm-hmm.
But the only person you need to listen to is Miss Maud, okay?
Understood.
All right, I'll go let her know that you all are here. Again, she slips into the office, and you two get to experience the, like, overwhelming noise for that half second as the door is, like, cracked open.
Electro
Apparently,
pulls
they also.
Oh, I was going to say Electra pulls her consciousness out of the spider so she does not get a headache.
Fair enough.
And then probably directs it into a more possibly soundproof area.
Easy enough to do. You're saying, Glory?
Apparently, they asked Angelfish some rather insensitive questions, so also be prepared for that, I suppose.
Saying this to the blonde-haired, blue-eyed white man. Because we still have our illusions up.
Well, were they not brought up over as like Electra and Thoth?
No. Thoth is keeping
Angelfish didn't
the
tell
illusion.
us that it was you two?
I mean, yes, but we don't look like ourselves.
Yeah.
We look like high-class
yeah.
Hickory Heights people.
I believe Glory is aware that Thoth can make illusions.
What?
Yes, I mean more
didn't
so.
know
So,
I mean more so. There's probably going to be less uncomfortable questions because we look like who they're used to interacting with. Or I could be wrong. I don't know.
Sorry, I misunderstood what you were going
Yeah.
for.
or we walk in and there's an automatic illusion dispel. Who knows?
That's no.
We could have that a problem.
I don't want to think about that problem.
Technically is a thing that did exist because I put it in my notes for Hecate's basis.
Duly noted.
Sorry.
I mean, I figured in some form or fashion there would have to be someone who could nerf the illusion ability. We just haven't encountered that yet.
Not yet. But, as the four of you are sort of chatting, over a loudspeaker, which you all have no clue where this loudspeaker is. You have not seen any sort of, like, audio equipment installed anywhere in this house yet. And the door opens on its own. To present the four of you to a small crowd of people. It's an interesting mix. The primary composition of it is definitely Hickory Heights folks, dressed very well in, like, casual party wear for the most part, with lots of jewelry and gold and diamonds and stuff like that. Interspersed amongst them are Leonberger security folks, dressed in their gray body armor. All of them have weapons, I would like to add. Yeah, no jewelry. You do notice a few right away that you can definitely tell are exonatural because they have, like, physical mutations. Like, you see one guy who's got, like, chitinous skin, so he's, like, almost sort of, like, crab-esque in a way. You see, like, another guy who has a pair of, like, angel wings projecting out of his back.
Does the crab one count as a bug?
Try controlling him. See what happens. I'm certain that won't go wrong.
Do it.
But there is a trio of people sort of at the head of the room. Which, side note, this office, again, immaculate and gorgeous. Basically doubles as, like, a party space with all the little cocktail tables that are set around. But it sort of, like, projects out to a point, like, from where the door is. The point itself, pure glass, overlooks the entirety of San Sebastián, so it's just, like, a perfect view of the city. And there is a, like, very clean and modern desk sitting in front of it. To the left of the desk stands a man in what you would recognize as a Leonberger officer uniform. In fact, all of you roll me a d6 real quick. Let's see if you can recognize him.
Oh, no.
2.
5.
1.
Got a one.
So, Thoth, HK, Glory, y'all have no clue who this guy is.
No.
He looks like generic McWhite man. Brown hair, brown eyes, just
mid-white man.
the most generic looking dude with like a brick of a chin you've ever seen.
Hollywood Chris.
Elytra, you vaguely remember his face. He is not one of the executives of Leonberger Security Limited, but you think he's related to one. Like, he's definitely the son of somebody important who was given, like, a leadership position.
Yep.
To the right of the desk stands a short, kind of mousy woman. Like, short, brown, bobbed hair. She's dressed very nicely, but also very clearly in, like, office attire. Like, she is here working, you can tell. Like, she's got a clipboard and, like, an iPad and, like, a few different documents, like, stacked in her arms, and she's sort of, like, holding them for the occupant of the desk, which you, of course, all recognize. With her very distinctive, black, shapely hair, like, lightly tanned skin, piercing green eyes, and, of course, impeccable fucking fashion sense. Like, this woman is basically wearing, like, everyday dress, and she makes it look so goddamn good.
Question. Given the inspiration for this character, how tall is she?
She's actually fairly tall. She was a previous, like, supermodel, so she's, like, 6 and some change.
Okay.
And very long and slender.
Makes sense.
Like, a less creepy version of the other mother from Coraline is sort of what I'm picturing.
Okay.
Just like that sort of like almost spidery in form. Like the long, slender limbs.
Sure.
And of course you all recognize Eden Maud. Before she says anything to you, a few of the Hickory Heights folks start rushing forward. So who are you supposed to be? Why are you dressed like that? You don't look like superheroes to me. Oh goodness, are you more amateurs?
Jesus Christ. HK just does her spin
No knives.
and
No knives.
yeah. And
No losing hands, please.
cherry blossom puddles and all that, and magical girl transformation.
That gets a few like, oh, from the crowd. But almost as soon as you transform, you hear a couple voices. Gaudy. Eden Maud herself
just
has
stretches and strokes the katana handle.
Eden Maud herself has like not moved at all. She just sort of has like her hand steepled, and when you do that, her eyebrow just kind of. She's just studying the four of you.
I'm from a long line of magical girls who will tell you to fuck off.
Did you actually say that?
No, she doesn't say that, but she's thinking it.
Elytra has moved significantly closer to HK just to make sure that there is no
Hands.
hand loss. Yes.
A couple of them like come up to you, Elytra. I don't recognize you. What family are you from? What are you wearing? The coat is so out of date.
HK just like it gags and like sorry, I must have eaten something bad for lunch.
Quirks her eyebrow out of them and is just like, is my family any of your business? I'm not here to work for
unison,
you.
pretty much all of them answer yes. A young lady of standing should not be placing herself in such danger.
Elytra laughs. Like, straight up laughs.
You guys are obsessed with bloodlines. It's so fucking weird.
I don't recognize the boy either.
Oh, he comes from a very distinctive line from Czechoslovakia.
And then Thoth.
Yes.
a young man that you recognize comes walking out through the crowd.
Oh no.
Oh no.
As Richie Nelson comes up to Glory. It's a little bit of work. Could be passable. Richard Nelson. He extends a hand to you.
Oh.
Is
She'll
he?
shake his hand and exert slightly too much pressure.
Yeah.
She'll say,
Do it.
with not very much work, I could crack your head like a watermelon.
He doesn't flinch, Glory.
That's fine.
And you feel the density of the hand as you shake it. You know right away he's got super strength too.
I think she'll look down and she'll say, interesting.
Indeed.
We're done pissing around each other yet? Are we done with that?
With an elegant hand. Enough. Immediately, all of them shut up. Come forward.
Elytra will stride forward.
HK will.
Yeah.
Her hackles are a
That's
little
fine.
raised, but she's behaving-ish. As much as she can.
Line up.
I feel
Line
like
up.
Elytra is probably right in front of her and just
We're around the
looking.
desk.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hope slowly saunters towards the end of the line.
We don't like authority. This is
Yeah.
hard.
No.
Moderately better. Very well. Everyone unimportant, out. We have business to discuss. Jenny, take them to get some brunch. And the mousy woman sort of, yes, ma'am. She starts, like, gathering up the socialites, starts ferrying them out of the office. You'll probably spot Richie as he sort of, like, looks over his shoulder at Glory.
In like, is he checking her out or is he just looking?
Hard to say. There is, like, an up-down, but it's not... There's no, like, expression on his face that would indicate, like, a checkout. It's more like a evaluation, I'd almost say. Like, there was an initial, like, attempt to hit on, and then you, like, tried to crush his hand, and he was like, oh, okay, so we're playing like that.
HK is like, her eyes are shooting daggers at Richie right now. And she might be snarling just very lowly.
Glory glances at him looking and then looks away unbothered.
Alright.
She's not going to treat him like he matters.
I would note, though, the security folks do not leave the office.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Mhm.
And once they're all out, Miss Maud sort of, like, touches a part of her desk. Doesn't even look like a button. Just, like, gently taps it, and the doors close behind everyone. You may remove your disguises now. You, especially, she says to you, Thoth. Your discomfort in your gait is distracting.
I think he'll look, I mean, in his mind, he's like, the disguise has nothing to do with my level of discomfort. He'll look to Elytra and say, what would you prefer?
Masked underneath this. Might as well.
Okay. I'll drop our illusory disguises.
Couple of the
I
security
will
guards in the room,
say.
like, stand upright a little bit, clearly not have noticed, clearly not have noticed that you were under illusion.
I will say, Electra did not look like she was glaring as much as she is now and challenge. Like, she's not. Like, this woman is taller than her. She's probably right in front of her. And
she is seated
she's
currently,
not,
so she's not actively taller than you.
but she's making full eye contact. She's not breaking it. She's not backing down. This is her team. And she's not exactly happy that she's still kind of brushed them off as less than ideal.
When the illusion drops and Miss Maud sees you, like, glaring at her, she, like, locks eyes with you, and there's just, like, the tiniest hint of a smile on her face for a second. So, you are these misfits that I have been told about, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's the team.
-1.
Obligations.
I assume you know who I am.
Yep.
Yes, sweetie.
This is my current head of security, John Leonberger. Elytra, it clicks. This guy's the literal kid of the founder of the Leonberger security firm.
Yep.
Hi, John.
Kid.
He sort of...
Question. Are the Leonberger security guards armed, and if so, with what?
They are all armed. Most of them have just, like, sidearm pistols.
Mm-hmm.
You do see that a couple by the door have, like... I'm trying to think of a, like, rank of weapon between a rifle and, like, a pistol. Like, a light SMG, probably. Like, it's something a little more heavy-duty.
Alright.
I assume Miss Angelfish has informed you all of the situation's basics.
Broad strokes.
I find it unhelpful to simply dispense information that is not wanted, so I'm certain you have questions. Ask them.
If possible, we'd like to see the ransom note.
Mm-hmm.
Or the warning, rather.
She sort of, like, looks over to Mr. Leonberger, reaches into, like, a pocket in his shirt, produces a sealed baggie with a folded note inside of it. Hands it to you, Glory.
Is it going to cause a problem if I open this?
No.
All right. She will open it. In a way where the team can see it.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody picks up on this right away. HK, you smell this strongly. This letter is perfumed. Like, someone specifically, like, scented this thing.
So that we couldn't.
Possibly. It could also just be part of the ridiculously overblown, like, penmanship to it.
Can I see that for a second? HK is going to attempt to try to smell if there's anything under it.
Roll to unleash
You are you going to inform Elytra this is what you're doing?
She's going to start sniffing, so you'll be aware.
Oh, yeah. No, then I'll try and use the spider.
Oh.
I will give a warning that I'm also summoning. Well, both roll though.
Do you want
That I am
use team
calling
with
the
it?
spider out. I
should
could
see what's
use
rolling
team with it.
before.
Yeah. You roll first. You'll be rolling with better.
That is actually a 10.
Oh,
A
shit.
10.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I won't even.
Right.
Yeah.
So, it's very faint. And honestly, it kind of gives you a headache, like trying to dig through the smell as much as you do.
Perfume's too much.
The good news is it smells like cherries. It's just
She does like
the,
cherry smell.
it's just the artificial cherry smell that's
Yeah.
just like, oh, this smells like cough syrup after a while.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But very faintly under it, you are picking up engine oil.
Engine oil.
Probably something picked up at like a mechanic's shop.
Mechanic shop.
As for the letter itself, it says something along the lines of, "Dear Miss Eden Maud, of fame and glory, we of the Thieves Guild have decided to liberate some of your possessions come the 25th of October. Do not resist. It will save more lives that way. And certainly save you a great deal of embarrassment. However, if you decide to resist, please, by all means, feel free to contact anyone you wish. Any heroes at all. We of the guild will take on any challenge. And rest assured, we will have our prize." Signed, and it lists the members of the Thieves Guild. Church Mouse, Corner Pocket, Disco Bitch, Tommy Gunner, Vagabond,
Huh?
Cassidy Coon,
Uh-huh.
and in a massive John Hancock at the very bottom, the Red Fox.
What do you think that they aim to steal?
There are many possibilities. Certainly any piece in my collection could fetch a tidy sum to the unscrupulous.
Mm-hmm.
I suspect, however, that they are seeking something that they can only find here,
That's what I was going to ask.
which likely means either some of my reservoir of materials,
Mm-hmm.
or potentially part of my codex.
Mm-hmm.
They know what she means by that.
Not necessarily, no.
Your codex?
My database of every costume I have worked on. I keep it for reference in case there are repairs needed.
Is it a physical copy or do you have a digital copy?
I keep it on an isolated hard drive, 3 sublevels below.
Would this isolated hard drive be anywhere close to your central control point for all of your security?
Heavens no. Do you think I'm an idiot?
Why not just move the pieces that
You-
they might steal and then replace them with replicas with trackers on them?
Each of those cases is sealed. Exposing them to anything on the outside could potentially damage them.
Move the whole case.
I think your gaudiness betrays your misunderstanding of fashion. They are to be preserved.
Okay. And if they are stolen,
Then I expect you to handle them with care until they can be returned to their chambers. But until such a time, they are not to be touched.
very well.
If anyone's looking at John during this, he's still pretty stoic, but he gives like a slightly sympathetic look. You get the impression he's probably suggested the exact same thing.
Poor man.
He's like,
Yep.
girl, I've been there down that road.
That's given that though, Glory will say, how much of Leonberger's current approach can you share?
John sort of looks at you. I can give you a full plan. And he again reaches into like his coat pocket and produces like a flash drive. This is all the relevant details. Positions of the auto turrets, extra sensors, the additions we've made to the security station, as well as our general patrol routes.
I mean, Electra will hold up a hand and if he tosses it to her, she'll pretty much plug it right into her suit to
He
read
doesn't
over it.
toss it to you; he hands it to you.
Okay. Well, she'll take
He's
it
not that
and she'll.
uncouth.
I don't know.
But yeah, taking like a brief glance at Elytra seems like a pretty comprehensive security plan. And most of it is tied to ID chips, which the plan does note are implanted into each of the security staff, like subcutaneously. So
What?
a little gross, but it also means that they're basically impossible to steal because they're powered by low-level bioelectricity. So if you take them out of someone, or sever the limb that they're attached to, they stop working.
Oh, yeah.
So, what gaps in security do you have that we might foresee them using?
He sort of like gives you a look for a second.
Now is not the time for pride.
Can I roll? I guess, seeing as I have the plan in front of me, can I roll assess to try and figure out if there are any gaps that come up right off the bat?
Sure.
As another pair of eyes?
Yeah.
I wouldn't know if this is necessarily assess, but just roll plus superior for me.
Wasn't sure if it was assess. I could use unleash my powers. I don't know. Gadgets. No, that is a 5, so I do not see.
As far as you can tell, Lytra, this plan is pretty damn comprehensive. Like, there's already like a docket in regards to like what security weak points there are, and they've specifically added like more cameras, sensors, and patrols in those areas already. Like, obviously the building itself could be renovated to like improve security in certain ways, but as it stands, pretty damn comprehensive.
Thinking back. Oh, sorry. If you have more to say.
Well,
I was about to say, Elytra will just relay that as it stands. Plan looks pretty solid overall.
thank you. There's only so much we can do without renovating the property, but as it stands, we have covered all blind spots.
No, you
Leonberger
haven't.
is not flippant when it comes to the security of someone as important as Miss Maud.
What is
I believe my teammate though did have a point that he was just about to enunciate though regarding that security.
So thinking back, when I dropped the illusion, how many of the guards were surprised?
Maybe about like 2/3 of them.
That's a fair amount.
So
that's a huge gap.
What? How many of them are still in here?
There's like a total of probably like 10 or 12 additional guards in here.
Okay.
It's a big office, I would like to remind you.
They'll kind of like point at the guards in the room. About 2/3 of these guys had no idea that I didn't look like who I am. That's a major blind spot.
Without missing a beat, Miss Maud, I did notice that, John. It's pathetic, really. It was obvious.
How much of your security relies on tech versus a more magical approach?
There's like a brief moment from John of just like, ugh. Hiring magical security personnel has proved to be difficult. We rely majority on technology and training.
Which, in my experience as a primarily tech-based hero, I have found runs into a blatant blind spot when certain magics are involved and can slow down tech to a almost glacial pace in certain situations. It may be something to look into.
He pulls out a PDA, not even a phone, an actual to God PDA.
Retro.
And like tap 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 tap, writes a note for himself on it.
Above the table, do we know how many members of the guild are magic based?
Well, you would have access to a file in the Thieves Guild, which you could have accessed at pretty much any time before coming here.
Okay.
In quick summary, Cassidy Kuhn, fully training based. She's actually Red Fox's daughter, and following in his footsteps of being a master acrobat and thief. Similarly, Red Fox pretty much just relies on his training. He doesn't even use that much tech, usually. Church Mouse, extremely tech-based villain. Her whole shtick is hacking. Corner Pocket, combination of training and tech. He's got a billiards theme, and primarily uses a series of pool ball-shaped drones.
So
I appreciate dedication to theme.
Disco Bitch, she's proper exonatural. She has light control, primarily used for focusing lasers. But she has also incorporated some tech in the past, specifically special reflecting mirrors and prisms to sort of redirect her light and make it a bit more unpredictable. Tommy Gunner is a literal cyborg who has multiple weapons like incorporated into their body. Vagabond is the only potentially magic member of the Thieves Guild. This is mostly because what exactly they can do is not super well understood. Because they are one of the rare few in San Sebastián to have a true teleportation ability. As in, they appear to be able to teleport from point A to point B with basically 0 strings attached.
Are there less true teleportation abilities then?
Oh, yes. Like, teleportation is an extremely sought-after ability in San Sebastián for just the fact that it is useful in so many legal and illegal cases. But the problem is that most teleportation abilities usually come with a caveat of some kind. Like, if it's magical, it usually requires like some sort of artifact or some sort of power source, and it can only be used like a few times before it can't be used again. There was a hero for a while called Jumper who had claimed to crack the teleportation thing, and then he got exploded. And the technology died with him. The military has been trying to hack a teleportation vest for God knows how long. But, like, the tech-based options usually require, like, some sort of static portal to work, or some sort of, like, volatile energy source that's not necessarily reliable. So usually the go-to is folks with exonatural abilities who can teleport, but even then, they usually require, like, line of sight, or some build-up, or, like, there's some limitations to what they can teleport. There's definitely been at least one incident of some guy learning he could teleport, only to realize that he'd only teleport himself and not his clothes.
Oh. So, as far as we know, this guy can, like, truly just teleport wherever he wants to.
Yep.
Vagabond could be a problem if he doesn't have to be where he goes, where they go.
Now, the trade-off with Vagabond is that he's probably the least physically capable of the Thieves Guild. But, yeah, his power is a problem. Mostly because it is not understood if his teleportation has any limits. Because the Thieves Guild has done a fantastic job of obscuring that.
Is there any record that he's teleported with people?
Yes, he has teleported with other members of the guild before.
Okay.
I don't think we'd have a way of knowing this, so Gloria will say, it'd be interesting to know what he needs to know, if anything, about the target location. Presumably he doesn't need to see it, but does he need to know like where walls are so he doesn't teleport into one? Or is it more vibes-based teleportation?
Miss Maud, if I may, I have been reviewing what material I can find of this Thieves' Guild. From what I can gather of this vagabond, I suspect he needs to know where he is going. Whenever he appears, he always takes a moment to look around, as though making sure he knows where he is.
That makes sense.
Also a moment that if he does appear, you can take advantage of.
Assuming we know where he's going to appear.
You would know that there is a telltale, like, not a, like, puff of smoke, but it's like this weird, like, material that manifests before him. It's not entirely understood what it is, but it kind of looks like a dirty rag just sort of hanging in the air, which is how he sort of went with the vagabond angle.
Yeah.
Because his whole costuming is like this dirty, like, misshapen cloak sort of deal.
Lovely.
On the surface, it seems like this is mostly a tech-based showdown then.
Indeed.
Tech-based Thieves Guild, tech-based security force. A technopath might be able to wreak havoc here.
That would be horrendous, and I don't want that. I don't want any tech-based villain here. Oh.
Glory, internally, there's a whole team of them.
Glory also
did
knows
not pick
exactly
up
what
the
villain.
In regards to that, we have prepared these. And John plucks this, like, small metallic sphere off of his belt that has, like, a small seam around it. It seems to every once in a while just, like, slowly pulse with blue light. Electromagnetic area denial grenades.
Do those interact with the... I forgot the word. How do those interact with the ID chips?
They do not. Our systems are hardened to prevent them from interfering.
EMPs broadly, or EMPs like this one specifically?
Anything short of a focused EMP will not affect our equipment.
We should write that down to make sure they don't have one.
He'll use different terms, but Mr. Leonberger will basically explain that unless you take like an EMP ray and like point it point blank at a piece of their technology, it's not going to work.
Okay. Misunderstood what he was going for.
But it does also mean that all of their tech has like a small amount of lead in it. So it's probably a question there about how healthy that is for the subcutaneous chips.
Perhaps no.
Microdosing lead poisoning.
It's the new fad.
Yeah.
Paper were a fad at one point. Why not this?
Better or worse than microdosing blue at this point? Because no one's tested that shit.
Blue is not FDA approved.
The Russian roulette of
No.
bad or a known factor of bad?
Take your pick.
To have more of our bases covered, Glory will look to Edenmeld. You had a read on Vagabond. Do you have a read on the rest of the crew?
She's like, again, taps an invisible button on this desk. You have no clue where any of the control faces are on this desk. She just seems to know where everything is. But a little holographic like display of the Thieves Guild pops up. Miss Kuhn is obvious. She's attempting to impress her father. fool's errand, if you ask me.
Is he hard to impress?
No, she simply could do much better. This Tommy Gunner, his enhancements disguise his language. I'm uncertain. The disco one, gaudy little thing. No taste, no class, no restraint. The church mouse does not want to be front and center. She desires anonymity, distance, safety, I think. Then the fox himself. His mask is quite convincing. He presents himself as so assured and confident. I'm certain he must have some flaw, but I cannot find it.
Yeah.
Reaches into a drawer, produces like a long cigarette holder. Places a cigarette on the end of it.
I would like to know about the materials that you have here.
Well,
Do you have any super unusual or hard to obtain prototypes materials here?
Mm-hmm.
you say that, and her eyes sort of like snap to you for a moment, Elytra. Before she goes back to the screen and like pulls up an inventory of what she has.
Well, there has been other instances of attempted theft of unique materials and prototypes.
Mr. Leonberger looks at you. Explain.
Do we have
I don't
clearance
know.
to
This is
explain that? I'm not sure we have clearance to explain it.
I mean,
Yeah,
NTEC is
I
there, so some
will.
of it's public record.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
true. That's
Yeah,
true.
I did
HK
end
got
up
in
talking
trouble.
with Untac.
For
Yeah.
top level explanation, then Gloria would say Tomahawk Robotics was broken into semi recently.
Mm-hmm.
Then tried very hard to get away with some very interesting tech.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, no evidence it's connected, but we can't rule it out.
It's a mercenary crew.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. He like gets on like his little shoulder mounted radio and starts talking with some of his guards. Here we are.
Can I overhear this? What he's saying on the radio.
The bugs. Where's the
Uh,
werewolf spider?
Yeah, werewolf spider's in the room with us.
Werewolf
Yeah.
spider hears all.
He probably says something along the lines of, "Get with the research. Tell them to investigate the recent break-in with Tomahawk Robotics. There may be a connection." But Miss Maud turns a holographic screen to the four of you, and it displays her current inventory. A lot of it's about what you'd expect, like silks and various latexes and other materials. But there is definitely a selection of some expensive and rare stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say the first thing that probably sticks out to you is King's Kevlar, which you actually know about, Elytra, because that's what your suit is primarily made out of.
Oh, yep.
It's basically a super advanced structure of Kevlar that's designed to be basically indestructible, sans anything that's gonna like fully punch through it.
Mm-hmm.
There is also a selection of gold alloy, which the inventory notes is specifically for use in regards to gold projects. That is Gould, as in the Gold family,
Yeah.
who, as a reminder, started the Gold Legacy, aren't necessarily a part of it anymore,
Mm-hmm.
but they are major manufacturers in the city, and their alloy is highly confidential, so it speaks to how much they trust Miss Mao that they're willing to hand over some of it to her.
Okay.
HK is just sort of mentally taking a note of all the things. So the King's Kevlar, the Gold's alloy, the things that are
There's also a good chunk of cold iron in reserve, because Miss Mao does design for the magically inclined as well. And it appears that she does have a reserve of some materials that you would probably recognize, Glory. Including, you, Glory, would definitely recognize Virgin Mary Silver. Because that's probably something that Cersei has tried to use to help with curing you. So you know it has curative properties. But, you know, it's also famously very good at banishing evil creatures. Cough, werewolves, cough. Because, fun fact, it was melted down metals of the Virgin Mary that killed one of the original werewolves, and that's where we get silver bullets.
Lori's definitely not thinking of contingency plans if HK's new not boyfriend fucks her over.
if only you could find something that BP was.
That's what the phase turbite's for.
We just need bullets for each of the ex-boyfriends.
I will say probably the thing that piques your interest overall the most from anyone, Elytra, is a very small amount of carbon-616. It is a nanostructure weave that is ridiculously expensive, to the point that like very small pieces of your costume are made of it, because elsewise it would have broken the bank.
So not the really scary material, but still.
That is quantium. You do not see
Yeah.
any quantium.
Okay.
But that's probably because any quantium given to Miss Maud would have been used immediately in a costume, because you don't buy excess of that.
Fair.
Mhm.
But yeah, seeing carbon-616 listed there is like, oh shit.
Does the inventory also list quantity?
Yes. Of what I listed, the only thing that has like a significantly high amount would probably be the cold iron, but that's mostly because that's relatively easy to make.
Fair.
You just basically need to hew iron as opposed to forge it. And probably also the King's Kevlar, because that's produced in a pretty high amount, especially in San Sebastián, because that's one of the primary ingredients pretty much used in every hero costume.
Makes sense. Through all this, if possible, I'd like to attempt to pierce the mask on Eden Mound.
Absolutely, go ahead.
For once in her life, Glory has a positive mundane modifier.
Shocker.
Oh, making up for my snake eyes, that's 2 6s.
Hot damn.
Makes this a 13.
All right. What would you like to ask?
All right. Plus 10, it's 3.
Mm-hmm.
Let's check my notes.
Did the music stop, or am I just not hearing it?
It faded out, so the next one's getting ready to start.
Okay.
Ambiance.
Just for covering many bases, in case it's different from what I expect, what are you really planning?
Okay. So, you're definitely confirming the vibe that she wants to protect her property. She does not want people stealing it. Like, any suspicions you may have about her, like, arranging this in some way, throw them out the window. She very clearly is invested, despite how critical she is invested in making sure that her stuff is not stolen.
Okay.
That being said, there's an undercurrent that you can't entirely place. Something that she's trying to keep quiet. There's a reason she didn't want heroes involved.
Secondary question. How could I get your character to make enough of a mistake to get a hint at what she might be hiding? If possible.
That's very difficult.
That's fair.
This mod has been through the ringer, and you are a small fish compared to her in terms of emotional trauma that she's gone through in her life. If there is any way to get to her, it's going to be through her fashion. Like, either get her talking shop, or maybe in some way, like, threaten the pieces that she has. Like, her life is dedicated to fashion. If there's any way to get to her, it is through that.
Okay. What do you intend to do? She doesn't want heroes here, so...
It's in her own very cold and curt way, but she does intend to help all of you. She's not super happy that you all are involved, but she's clearly of the mindset that, like, well, they're involved now, might as well utilize them.
Alright.
So she does intend to be helpful. And you also get this slight inclination that if she has the opportunity, she's probably going to kick Red Fox in the nuts.
If you're real nice
She
to
does
Lord, she
not
might
appreciate-
hold him down for it.
She does not appreciate having her property threatened.
Did you do
Okay.
anything to upset these people or anybody who might have hired them? I know that they just do it for the...
I have costumed 88% of this city's heroes. I think that's reason enough.
Possibly, yeah.
In regards to specifics, I cannot think of a particular event. No.
Entirely possible they might just be doing it for thrills.
No,
Or
probably.
status.
Or for, yeah, clout.
Or could have been hired.
Or could have been hired, which is weirdly something.
So we saw the note.
Mm-hmm.
And you said in an earlier session they have left notes in the past for different.
Yes.
Are those on any sort of record anywhere? Previous
Oh, yeah.
notes?
There's scans of those on Tabs' file. on
I was going to say,
Yeah,
can
I
Tabs
will-
get us...
In
hold
tabs,
it?
Yeah.
like cross-reference
Yeah.
handwriting, stuff like
Handwriting?
that.
Yeah.
Easily. And
Language
yes,
use and...
It helps that Red Fox is extremely overblown in how he writes these notes. It's basically an immediate match.
Yeah.
Like, this is 100% the Thieves Guild.
Okay.
That, or it's
Good to
someone
know.
who has replicated his style perfectly, which is probably terrifying in its own right, but
Mhm.
technically a possibility.
Okay.
What do we know about the Thieves Guild? We don't know where they're located or anything like that.
No, they are one of many villain groups who have done a very good job of hiding where they hang out at. Which, especially after Tabs went fully online, a
Yeah.
lot of groups have gotten very good at that, because if you're not, Tabs will eventually track you down.
Well, she is
Mhm.
gonna text Tabs that she sent it motor oil on the letter.
Noted.
Under the perfume.
Looking to Eden Maud, Glory will say, if it were you robbing you, what would you be targeting?
An interesting question.
I'd imagine you have more insight into what you have than probably anyone else.
Mm-hmm.
The Codex.
That's what I was thinking.
It is
Right.
uniquely mine.
That is true. The other materials aren't.
With
Could
the
be got-
Codex, you could
could be.
recreate a lot. In theory.
So,
Weaknesses, in theory.
I would hold more concern for the lives you would put in danger in your particular field. With knowledge of the ins and outs of these costumes comes great risk.
that's
That's
my
also fair.
that's my biggest concern in all of this is that codex in the wrong hands puts a lot of lives at risk, both
said it's
directly
on
and
an-
indirectly.
You said it's on an isolated server, 3 levels down, yes?
Hard drive. On a level in which only I have access.
When you say only you have access, through what means? Like, could
I
it
will
stop
show
a
you.
teleporter from getting in there?
I will show you. Come.
All
She
right.
stands for the first time, and yes, she is taller than all of you.
Yeah.
And she walks out of the office, flanked by security. Just doesn't even look behind her, just expects you to follow.
HK
Glory
will
will
follow.
She wants answers.
Elytra's definitely, yeah, I'm following because I kind of want to get the face bug down into there. But I'm not going to say that.
Both?
I will go along. I do have. Did all of the people who had been previously in the room, because I know she told her assistant to take them to brunch, are all of them gone?
Yeah, aside from Angelfish, all of them are gone.
Okay. That's fine then. I'll follow. I would like to start, since all the security guards had no fucking clue, well, most of them had no clue that me and Elytra were illusioned. I want to start getting a little bit of an emotional read on all of them.
Mm-hmm. Good
All right.
thinking.
Vast majority, extremely professional. Like, you can feel right away that they are, like, military trained, controlled in their emotions. Like, it's almost like Bulletproof's crust, but in a, like, positive way, if that makes any sense. Like, their
It's a shield
resting
instead of
state
a crust.
is... Yes, their resting state is non-emotional. Like, just focused. That being said, there are a couple who are like, oh my god, I'm in Eden Mountain State!
Okay.
Fanboying out a little bit. There's definitely a couple who you're like, oh, that's a sociopath. Okay.
Oh.
It's sort of like a low level, like, for lack of better terminology, bloodlust.
Great. That's not gonna give me nightmares.
Yeah.
You should spend some time in their heads.
And then there's probably
I
at least
mean,
like one
after
guy
being
who's
in
like,
Testament's head.
Yeah, you
There's-
were in Testament's head.
there's at least like one guy who's like, oh god, I need coffee. Just so tired. Does
Mhm.
not show it at all on his face, but he is just fucking exhausted.
I want to keep an eye on that one. I'm curious to know why he's so tired. Unless I can dig a little deeper and tell.
Late night at the strip club.
Hmm.
I mean, you cannot read minds.
I know.
don't know if you could necessarily tell, actually.
Okay.
Not without, like, asking him.
He emotionally exhausted or physically exhausted?
Physically exhausted.
Okay.
Like, he's being weighed down by the mortal shell currently.
Mm.
Like, he's trying to be in that, like, super focused headspace, but he's just like, ugh.
Mood. Actually, does it look... like, taking a closer look at his uniform, does it look like it's cleaned, it's up to date, or is he showing some wear and tear, like...
Mostly cleaned. Looks like he's been wearing it, like, 2 days in a row. Like, a little crumpled.
Okay. So probably pulling an all-nighter?
Possibly.
Okay. I'll just make a note of which one that is.
Alright.
I'll probably try and start picking at a swarm as we walk, too. We know at least one of them uses drones.
Well, I got bad news for you, Elytra. As you extend your senses, there is not a single fucking bug in this entire building. Like, aside from what you brought in, there is basically nothing else.
Oh, I was thinking more outside, if I can reach outside the building at all.
Outside, yes, there's certainly some out there.
Yeah.
Probably mostly like butterflies.
Yeah,
from
that's
the
fine. I just
assortment of bushes she has arranged.
need eyes of some sort.
Alright. But as you all go ahead and descend down the stairs towards Miss Maud's sub-levels, I think we're gonna go ahead and take a quick break there so I can go ahead and eat my dinner.
Okay. We'll leave
Right.
that here in
Back in a
10
bit.
minutes.
Peter does have it has a weird texture.
Alright, we're back.
Very tough and not a whole lot of fat in it.
Yeah. Yep.
I was not impressed. Wasn't gross, but I was not impressed.
Fair.
Alright. So, as you all are descending with Miss Maud into the sub-levels along with her retinue,
Mm-hmm.
her assistant does return. She sort of like falls in lockstep with Miss Maud as she's walking. You very much get the impression that she's had some practice keeping up with her.
Uh-huh.
And also, I'd like to note, Eden fully has like the supermodel strut as just like her baseline walk.
HK is like behind her, mimicking the supermodel strut.
Roll me a d6.
Oh my god.
6.
Nailing it!
Fell off.
But as you all descend down the stairs, the first thing you note as you get into the sub-levels, first of all, security becomes much more obvious. In order to even get into the first sub-level, like Eden goes up to a door that, again, seems to have no interface, and she just like places her palm on the wall, and just this brief little blue light just sort of scans her palm print before the door opens.
Mhm.
And here it is much less showy. There is not really a whole lot of opulence or like decoration here. This is much more business.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Everything's much more laid out efficiently with like nice straight lines. There's like a series of cubicles that house like these little textile bays that you can see with like these large electronic looms and like these sizing like tools for like people who come and visit to get a costume. There's also, at one point you pass by a room that has this long wall that's like a glass panel and like has some checkerboards in it. And you can briefly see a dummy being extinguished by part of Miss Maud's staff. It appears they're doing some textile testing.
Mm-hmm.
But this is just the first sub-level. The second sub-level Miss Maud again has to do the palm, but she also has to present her eye. And you're not entirely certain, but you think that she pricks her finger and gives a DNA sample too.
Oh, jeez.
This second level appears to be primarily a storage space.
For the textiles.
Yeah, for a lot of the materials that she's working with. You also briefly glance some more advanced construction bays for some more heavy-duty costumes. And in fact, HK, you probably pass something that you, like, briefly look at and it's like, Gigi's got the exact same thing. You're like, she totally used this exact same technology to build some of her suits.
Mm-hmm.
This tracks.
And then you come to what appears to be a plain wall at first. Like, there's not even a door. Miss Maud steps forward. Sort of looks at all of you. Normally, I would deploy the privacy curtain now, but I suppose you'll be wanting to see the security measures.
Yes.
Ideally.
I mean, we can't force you to do anything, but...
I understand. However, please also understand that aside from what I am going to show you, you may not investigate any further. These are for my top clients.
Okay.
I do not want just anyone, even if they are keeping my security, to see what is in the project vaults. Do you understand?
Do you want us to be
Fair enough.
blindfolded?
If you would agree to it, that would be preferred.
Sure.
Would the blindfolding interfere with observing the security measure?
If you place it on now, yes.
Hmm.
That is generally how
I-
blindfolds work.
I meant more, are there more security measures that go
Within.
inside?
Yes.
Sure. Well, then we need to keep our eyes open.
Very well. First thing she does is she reaches into a pocket and produces this almost like hair thin, looks like a phone, but like there's certainly not enough like innards to it to be an actual phone. And she places it on the wall, and there's like this little ripple of like circuitry like activating around it. She like positions herself so that you can't actually see what she does on the pad. Then she again scans her palm. Retinal scan. Microphone pops down. Eden Maud. She pauses. And you all feel this like faint tingling sensation as like the electric charge builds for a second. And guests. The charge dissipates.
I'd kill one of my bugs if I get it down there.
Yeah.
Then a second microphone pops out. Deactivate White Room protocol. Now, Elytra, you would know that a White Room protocol is... It's not a perfect solution, but it's basically the same sort of technology that they use in, like, on Kane Island. It's basically designed to neutralize powers inside of it. In theory, it's supposed to work like the power suppression collars. In truth, it's usually kind of more of a crapshoot, because at that range, it's just not as consistent as it usually would be. But it does consistently give anyone in the space, like, difficulty using their powers.
Got it.
have a meta question, but Glory doesn't know this information, so.
All right. She then pulls 3 fingers down, and part of the wall slides back, and there is a set of rune stones on the other side. She again positions herself so that only she can see what she's doing, and you hear faint ooh, 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 as she taps out some sort of code on the stones. Until finally, she again just stands in front of the door. Aphrodite. And the whole wall rotates to reveal not even a door, just an open archway. And as you enter, head down the stairs and then enter, you are, Miss Maud was accurate in describing it as project vaults, as there are literally a series of vault doors, like what you would see on a bank. Significantly beefed up security. Elytra, at just a glance, you can see all sorts of different sensors attached to these doors for detecting heat, light, physical touch, God knows what else. Each of them is labeled. Most of them, y'all aren't really sure what exactly they're referring to. One of them's Project Red. Another one is Project Libra. There's one that's Project, and then it's some sort of symbol that none of you recognize.
Mm-hmm.
But it's mostly a hallway of that, leading up to what is almost a comically simple computer setup in a small office at the end.
Mm-hmm.
It is basically a single computer tower, an attached hard drive, keyboard, mouse, and an LCD screen on the wall. It's not even a hologram. And it is all actually wired, which, in y'all's day and age, that's a rarity for any sort of technology. Wi-Fi is, ever present by this era.
Mm-hmm.
So, having everything actually connected to each other is wow, that's seriously old school.
Is there a visible power source in the room?
It's plugged into a outlet.
How big is it?
The computer setup?
Yeah.
Looks like just an office computer.
Oh. So, can you guarantee that nobody can get in here?
Currently, every 5 picoseconds, you are being scanned with an infrared laser. If I had not disabled the privacy settings when we entered, you would be incinerated.
I could get in and out
Would
of here in
not
5
matter.
seconds.
5 seconds on picoseconds.
Picoseconds. Oh yeah. No, I'm not that fast, but the bolt is.
I've tested it. He's not.
Also means any phase-related problems are probably not existent at this point.
Nothing lives down here without my consent or being me.
What if they were a shapeshifter?
They'd have to be really good to duplicate a lot of different biometrics, I'd imagine.
Precisely.
Is that computer plugged into a separate power source from the rest of what powers the building?
Yes.
I have a small reactor located on this level to isolate the power source.
Rules out one threat.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still nervous that this is the thing that they're after. And that they have some plan that we don't know about. I mean, kidnapping you, for one, could. I mean,
No.
if they got their hands on you, they could force you to open it.
Are there any potential risks within the vaults that could create a second way of entry?
He legitimately thinks for a moment. None that I can think of. My last dimensional project was completed 3 months ago.
No longer on the
And
premises?
that
No.
wouldn't have any residual effects down here or anything like that.
Every vault is thoroughly scrubbed, technologically, physically, and magically, before it is used again.
What
Makes
if we could put the Kodak somewhere where nobody could reach it except for me?
The great issue with that, it is the body of my life's work.
I have no interest in stealing your work.
That doesn't solve the problem, though.
No, but it would make sure that they did not get the Kodaks.
I mean, if they didn't,
If they don't get it the
If-
first time.
they didn't know it wasn't here.
We could potentially
My
trap them in here.
I mean, I feel like there's a very limited number of plans that could even have a chance of working for attempting to steal this.
What
Could
happened?
illuminate some of those if they try and fail.
They wouldn't know that you had it somewhere else.
Reveal issues in the current security plan so you can take further steps to ensure continued long-term safety.
We just don't have much time. We have 2 days. And I have a dimensional space that's protected by the god. My god.
Show me.
Is it going to fuck anything up in here?
That's a valid question.
If I open a dimensional
Yeah.
portal right now, is this going to mess with anything? Am I going to get fried by a laser? I'm fast, but I don't know if I'm that fast.
Show me.
Okay. She grabs the amulet. And
Roll to
she
take a powerful blow.
Ah. See, this is why I asked. That is a 7.
Okay. So, briefly describing what happens here. You go to summon the portal. Immediately, lines of runes that you didn't even see tucked into the shadow ways of this space flash to life. And HK, you basically get hit with a massive feedback loop of magical energy as you try to open this portal.
fuck.
It's just like...
What?
What kind of runes are they? Like what script?
Looks similar to Arcana script, like what they use in Tarot Town. But yes, HK, if you could choose one there.
Give ground.
Fair enough.
What? I don't know what I'm giving ground to, but I'm giving ground. I assume she just like
Electrocution.
falls over like with her head in her hands. Like, what the fuck?
Can I attempt to catch her?
Yeah, I was
Easy
about
enough
to
to
say
do.
Elytra will also be
It's easy enough to do.
first aiding if
I
necessary.
believe you requested to see all of my security measures.
Well, that's helpful. Did she at least get the Torre gate open?
No, it did not open at all.
Could you maybe disable that one for a hot second so I could show you?
That cannot be disabled. We'll open it outside.
Okay. That was not the nicest.
Is it possible if we do go through with all of this plan that I can keep a insectoid informant down here in case they break in. I promise it doesn't move from the computer.
I will need full biometrics of whatever specimen you intend to plant down here. Elsewise, they will be immediately vaporized.
Yep, that is the plan to give you. I'm pretty sure me and Tabs have it written up somewhere.
I don't want a
I'll make
write-up.
Do you want to see it? I can give it. I can show you whichever one I end up putting down here, but
Yes.
it's
Jenny,
not.
prepare the scanner. And her assistant. Right away.
I guess I'm gonna put out that phase one because that's the one that's gonna be able to get to me fastest if there's an issue.
All right. Jenny will come back in like a couple minutes with like this weird like mesh box sort of looking deal that she like opens up, like holds out to you.
I will direct the crippled phase insect in termite into the box and just say, please don't kill it. I only have one of these.
Understood. She'll place the box up. This is after you guys have gone back to level 2. She places the box on like a small pedestal as a sort of rum. I do apologize. This is going to take a little while.
No, it's fine. I can keep tabs on it. Even if we're not in this room, I can keep tabs on it.
Miss Maud sort of like eyes you a little bit.
Not that tabs.
I suppose I should inquire in regards to her involvement. She's well aware that she is unwelcome on my lower levels. That has not stopped her from attempting to breach them before.
I respect that you do not want her breaching them, and I will not assist in such a matter. I am doing a job, and as of this moment, it is just my bug that will be in any situation.
Please keep it that way.
I respect my client's privacy.
Show me this space.
Okay. Am I gonna get zapped again before I do it?
No.
HK will pull out the amulet again. She's side-eyeing pretty hard right now. And she opens the Torage.
She has no, like, obvious response to you, like, eyeing
Yeah,
her.
she's still side-eyeing her. Would you like
Without
to
hesitation, she just walks right into it.
Okay.
Lyra will follow and then give her, like, will be pulling out snacks from her pocket because she knows that they have to give Kitsune snacks.
Well, HK's got her fanny pack of snacks. Her snack pack, if you will. She will follow and
She's sort of like taking in the space. A couple of the foxes have sort of come over and they're like sniffing in her direction a little bit.
she'll just nod to the foxes and say, "Spirits of my ancestors."
She sort of like looks at you. Starts like walking around the space.
Lytra like might stop her briefly and be like, "Hey, before you touch anything, maybe we need to go give the fox
We should give the
Inari."
fox god some
Yeah,
snacks,
yeah.
actually.
She'll answer a
Hmm.
snack. Could
You
have
should make an
done.
offering first.
I gotta ask,
That's me.
what do you hand the most successful fashion designer in
Twinkies.
this world? What snack do you hand her?
It's
I don't
cupcake.
know.
Fucking trails mix.
Yeah, I have no idea what Elytra's carrying
Flamin'
at
hot
this point.
Cheetos.
It's probably something that she was like meaning to give to test to see which fox likes which food. So it's probably something off the
Something
wall.
awkward. Yeah.
Yeah.
Love it.
All right.
Chocolate covered crickets.
Dill pickle lays.
Yes.
Hey, those are awesome.
But does Eden Mom
I mean,
think
to
they're
be fair, Elytra probably like just hands her the snack, not even looking at it, and then walks forward to give her own offering. So
Mhm.
like she doesn't
Alright.
even register.
We'll say I like the idea of just like a Ziploc baggie of trail mix.
Mhm.
Unidentifiable trail mix, though. You can't tell exactly what's
There's
on it.
probably definitely bugs in there.
There are definitely bugs in there.
Now, this
I
is
feel like
where
she
you
just-
have the chocolate covered crickets. This is where they're
Yes.
appropriate.
Yes.
I feel like she just takes
She
it
prob-
with 2 fingers and is just like,
HK grabs some sushi rolls. Why does she have sushi rolls in her fanny pack? But she does.
Why not?
it comes in like a special carrying case that's like,
Yeah.
I will say Elytra's offering is actually probably one of the spare prototype gauntlets or something that she made up in before SPs was solidified. Because I know
Put it on a fox.
the fox is like Smith as well.
okay.
Yeah.
Well, HK, your snack is graciously accepted.
Mhm.
Elytra, your chubby little fox comes up and then is like,
It's getting chubby now, after you've been feeding it too much.
I mean,
Not
she has a soft
walking
spot
enough.
for this fox too. She probably does have an extra snack for it as well. Because it
That's
is
why
her
it's
chubby fox.
he'll gladly take it, and then he like sticks his snoot into the glove until like it's like in the middle finger spot, and then just like lifts it up and like head lifted just starts like walking away with the glove.
Yes.
I love this.
It's adorable.
Elytra's like, I'm arming your ancestors.
I'm here for it.
They have access to literally every single weapon they had in life and then some. So
I'm still arming
Arming
them.
them more.
We are giving them the technology now.
Yeah.
Miss Mods are like seeing this, like places the bag of trail mix on the like altar. Fox hops up. Just like takes it and runs away.
Aw.
Mr. Leonberger, who did follow you guys in here because he's not leaving Miss Maud's side.
She'll
He is
HK
markedly-
hands him some edamame to give to the
well,
fox
he
guy.
actually has a granola bar that he busts out, but he's markedly like more like weirded out by all of this. Like Miss Maud has had no facial reaction to any of this. Like she's just sort of like looking at everything. Meanwhile, John is like,
What in the fuck are you doing? What is happening? Where are we?
and he'll like put his granola bar on the altar. One of the foxes comes up, takes a bite of it.
Oh,
Protein granola bar.
is it a bodybuilder one?
Yeah, it's like heavy protein.
HK throws them some edamame. Some salted edamame.
He looks like a little like annoyed, like
I think it's good.
I think that's hilarious. The foxes are already pissing him off.
But Miss Maud does, like, notice the glove being taken away.
Mhm.
Interesting that they accept such offerings.
It was a toss-up if they would. That's why I brought extra snacks. So,
Fox God likes food. Snacks are ideal. Um,
yeah.
but takes other things.
Your god accepts weaponry. She's sort of like
definitely.
she's evaluating you now, HK.
Definitely.
Extra dimensional storage.
Mm-hmm.
Show me.
The weaponry?
Yes.
Okay, but be careful. Don't touch anything without asking. Some of the
Oh, don't do
foxes can
that.
get a little testy if you touch things and you're not approved.
So can I.
Yeah, I tried to
Well, I'm
touch a
sure,
firefly
but
once. It was
It's sort
bad.
of fox.
I wouldn't want to fight a 1,000-year-old fox or fox spirit.
Mm-mm.
Nevertheless, show me.
Very well.
So you take her to the armory.
Mm-hmm.
The second she steps in, you finally get a facial reaction as her eyes, like, light up a little bit. As there is just, like, a nearly endless, just, like, parade of all the armor and weapons used by your ancestors.
Mm-hmm.
And she just starts, like, walking down it, like, looking at all the pieces.
Mm-hmm.
Fascinating.
Mm-hmm.
And you see...
Millennia
And you
of
see
weaponry.
the maintainer fox that you've seen before, HK, sort of like come
Mhm.
up alongside her. Is this real Egyptian silk?
Mm-hmm.
The fox next to her.
HK will just scratch the fox behind the ears.
Huh. You are this collection's curator, aren't you?
Mhm.
Yes. Yes.
Guess what?
We
You'd
may
like to-
keep the codex here. So long as it is in this one's capable care.
Okay.
This fox is on codex duty.
HK will start communicating some stuff in Japanese to the fox. Just about them bringing something here that's of extreme importance and
Eden
needs to be kept
Mod
safe.
in perfect Japanese adds additional details.
Oh, very good.
Also, I don't know if it's a plus or a minus, but Tabs has no sense in here and it irritates the fuck out of her.
Oh yeah,
So if
Tabs
you're feeling
can't
that.
access the
Yeah.
island in any way, shape, or form. Actually, I don't
gets,
think
like, a
that I
little
could
bit of a
turn
smile
on
to her
the
face.
codex in the island, so you'll know that I am not looking at your stuff.
I
It's
have
not
a
powered like that.
custom attachment for the drive that prevents it from interfacing with any other device but my own.
I'm not going to try to look at your.
Mm-mm.
I would not violate
Hmm.
your trust like that.
And pretty shortly afterwards, Eden Mod goes back into the third level, loads up the codex into a small attaché case. It's like a perfect little, like,
Mm-hmm.
square case. And she hands it over to you, HK.
HK will take it and bring it to the armory and make sure that it's put away safely.
As this is being done, one of the guards, like, leans over to John. Sir, is this really safe? You were only in there a few seconds at most.
Do we
Like,
hear this?
Yeah, like he's not trying to be like super secretive about it.
HK will start talking to Maud in Japanese and just say, time is weird on the island. Much more time. It feels like much more time goes by on the island. And when you return, much less time has gone by.
Again, there's like that slight little sparkle in her eye, as you can almost like hear her thoughts like, oh, I could get so much work done.
Oh, workaholic, indeed.
I feel like Elytra does chime in at that point and says, yes, you can get so much work.
HK, yeah. Electra's like, yes, I
Probably
know.
also in Japanese, because...
Yep. Because now we're speaking Japanese.
Thoth and Gloria are just like, thanks, guys.
Sorry.
I feel like both of them know these two enough to know that we're snarky, though, and we're more snarky than anything else.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, HK.
Mhm.
Per Miss Maud's instructions, you hand off the attaché to the curator Fox, who
Cool.
takes it very seriously.
Yep, she will give him a specific offering. It is going to be Flaming Hot Cheetos.
He approves of the taste, but not the mess.
Can the
Fair.
fox use chopsticks?
Yeah.
Ooh,
Unfortunately, no, they
chopsticks!
don't have thumbs.
Oh.
You can sew up wounds.
No, that's only the Silver Fox and the Medica.
This is true.
Oh. Somehow
I
thought
assume
they
that's
were
a
some
very,
fox, I
very
don't know
old
why.
ancestor.
Silver Fox uses chopsticks to feed flamin' hot Cheetos to the curator Fox.
Teamwork.
Makes the dream
Electra,
work.
she convinces the bugs to feed the fox the Cheetos.
Yes.
The
Yes, Elytra will
fireflies.
definitely do that. She probably has a small mass of fireflies now with all her
Yeah.
offerings.
But yeah, the curator Fox takes the case and just like sprints to the horizon into the collection to store it away.
And then HK will be, returning to the group and all that, and we'll close the portal.
Miss Maud sort of like looks at you, HK. I hope you understand the importance of what you're keeping safe from me.
I do. I am the only one who can open the portal.
Good. Now then, do you have any other questions?
What security measures extend into the grounds around where the sublevels are built? Underground, specifically.
Yes.
They are sealed within a large concrete block, so without significant machinery, they cannot be breached. Beyond that, there are tremor sensors placed throughout to detect any sort of soil movement, as well as a series of attachment nanomachines to prevent anyone who comes into contact with them from making it back to the surface.
All right.
Incidentally, if your urine changes colors this evening, it is because you have been inhaling nanomachines that have been monitoring your every move while down here.
What color should I expect my urine to be?
Without missing a beat, Mr. Leonberger, it's sort of a steely gray.
Dislike.
Are they self-replenishing?
Yes. I have a microfactory producing them in the airway system.
When you say monitoring every move, in what way? Like, is this purely a information gathering thing, or?
Air disturbance, vital signs, as well as the activation of any exonatural abilities.
So that's how she knew.
Hmm.
Okay.
That's helpful. So, what is the current plan for the 25th?
John, I'll step forward on this one. The current plan is to lock down everything. From midnight onward, no one comes, no one goes. All staff on hand will remain in position. Patrols will be tripled, all blind spots covered, all systems triple checked and monitored by myself personally from the control room.
Okay. What was your plan for the exceptionals that night?
They will be serving as needed.
On grounds or on call?
In the facility. Should initial security fail, which is highly unlikely.
What would you like our role to be?
Similar.
On
To
grounds?
have you floating about would cause problems.
I roll Pierce the Mask on this guy.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. Whoever wants to roll it, go ahead and roll it.
HK might have the better roll.
Oh, sure.
I'll
Maybe.
either assist or I'll run.
Is it 9? Or no, it's a mundane, right?
Yes,
Pierce
mundane.
the Mask, yes.
9 for me then.
Could bump that to a 10 with a team.
I feel like I want to know if this guy is sus. If you guys are okay,
Yeah.
Elytra will spend a team.
Sure.
Trying or analyzing him for tells as well.
Well, in that case, HK, you have got 3 questions to ask.
Okay. What are you really planning?
Nobody gets in on that day. Nobody gets out on that day. He is fully dedicated to being the security man he seems.
Okay.
In fact, he's maybe taking this job a little too seriously, if that's possible.
Maybe he wants to impress his dad.
Quite possibly.
Everybody wants to impress their parents. It's a thing.
No.
Except for Glory, who...
Depends on the parents.
Yeah. What do you want us to do?
He wants you to get out of the way. When he says on call, what he means is he's going to stick you all in a room and just keep you out of being in the way of his security work.
Oh, that's arrogant of him. How can I gain influence over him?
Show that you believe he is capable of doing this.
Ego stroking, got it.
Yeah. I mean, it's not from a place of like he wants to be praised in specific.
No, but
it's more from a place
he wants
of,
his
like,
competence to be praised.
Like his mind is like, I know what the fuck I'm doing. Please understand that I know what the fuck I'm doing.
With that understanding, HK will say, it does seem like you have a pretty comprehensive and complete plan.
Thank you. You are going to need to push it a little bit more if you do want to.
Oh, absolutely.
Eventually.
She's not going to make it obvious because she's not like been praising him this whole time. She's kind of a brat. So she's got to begrudgingly give him little by little. So she's not going to do it all at once. Otherwise, it's going to seem like she wants something.
Mm-hmm.
Or insincere.
Attention has been elsewhere for almost this entire exchange, but if she's still present, I would like to actually pierce the mask on Jenny.
Ah, okay. Yeah, go ahead and roll it.
It's an 11 with my +1.
Okay. You rolled an 11. What you are getting is the result of a 7 and 9.
Interesting.
You get to ask one question.
One sec. Actually, I don't know if you can tell me this, but is that like the mechanic that it auto decreases a level or it auto decreases by a certain amount?
I'm not going to tell you.
Okay, fair enough. What are you really planning?
Okay. So right off the bat, Glory, as you're sort of analyzing Jenny, you know body language, thanks to, like, training with the Amazons. So you know when someone is being genuine with their body language versus when it's more performative. There's a performative aspect to how Jenny is acting. Like, she is projecting this, like, mousy, demure assistant who's, like, working for the very powerful Eden Maud and just doesn't want to cause trouble or do anything to make her mad. But underneath it, you sense a very keen intelligence. Jenny is much smarter than she lets on. And unfortunately, you also realize right away, she's smart enough to not let anything really show. So, you're not entirely certain what she plans on doing, aside from keep this persona up.
Okay. Interesting, though. Lori will keep this information to herself for now.
Alright. Miss Maud, who has finally finished her cigarette. Now, if that is... That's the wrong voice. Now, if there is anything else, you may contact me via the intercom. But please feel free to use the house's facilities as you see fit beyond my personal quarters. I am used to entertaining guests.
Right.
Just one question. What would happen if you were dropped in the middle of level 3 without disabling any of these security measures?
To myself.
Yes.
I would be incinerated.
Okay.
Unless I disable the security measures, nothing is allowed to live down there. Including myself. That is how seriously I take my work.
Okay.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I've been going over my insurance paperwork in case the worst should occur.
Seems reasonable.
Mm-hmm.
With her click of her heels, she walks away with her security retinue. Jenny in tow.
Any still have my bug?
The bug is still being scanned.
Okay.
Shall we go find angelfish and see what they have done
Planned.
so far?
Yes. I have thoughts for a time and place that are not here.
Understood.
Angelfish is waiting at the top of the stairs from the sublevels. She sees you guys come up and she sort of, so, what do you think?
I think there's something we're missing.
There is something we're missing.
Okay, good. You guys think it too. Whew.
What have you noticed in your observations of the staff movements?
The staff?
Security and anybody who comes in and out on a regular basis.
Well, I mean, we have a record book of everybody who's come in and out. It's mostly been security and Miss Maud's staff, and the folks who do deliveries for her, who work on her equipment, who move furniture and stuff like that.
I'm guessing it's already been done. But why don't you give me the record book and I can do a quick cross-reference to see if any names pop up.
Anything weird?
It's not a book. It's here, I have it somewhere. She sort of like ruffles around her pockets for a second before she produces a flash drive. This was updated as of yesterday. It's updated every day.
We should still cross-reference it.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
to see
I'll
if we have
cross-reference
anything.
and see if there's any names that are tagged with suspicious activity or anything like that.
Mhm.
Well, a couple do flag from Leonberger. As go figure, some of these guards have violent pasts.
No.
Okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I mean,
Things
HK
about
can't
the
really judge.
sociopaths.
a couple of them.
Anything currently active that could be utilized as a blackmail or way to get leverage over them in this current situation.
Yeah, any sick relatives that have outstanding medical bills that need to be paid, or
Well, I mean, yes, but also this is Leonberger. They are the ritzy of ritzy security. Like, they pay their employees very well. Not to mention the fact that they are held to an extremely high standard.
okay.
So, yeah. The backgrounds on all of their employees are comprehensive. That being said, the backgrounds for Inamel's staff are slightly less comprehensive, but still pretty dang good. Most of what she has is like the usual like house staff, maids, servers, chef, stuff like that. She also has plenty of technicians though, who come to take care of her equipment and stuff like that. And she's also personally hired a fair few like security specialists outside of Leonberger that have come to inspect the equipment that Leonberger has set up and that was already on the estate.
The personal
What-
record.
Oh, sorry. I was just going to say, do we have the record of what is the Leonberger security measures, which is hers? Because
yes.
I know, because we know the Leonberger ones have the EMP resistance, but that we don't necessarily know that hers do.
This is true. However, looking at the plans that Leonberger has set up, they've set up a lot of their systems as redundant to hers.
Okay.
2 questions. First one is how long has she been retaining the services of Leonberger?
Not long. Looks like that she hired them on shortly after the exceptionals got on this.
Oh, so very recent.
Mm-hmm.
Post ransom note recent.
Yes, like they were not her security staff before the note came.
Okay. The second question is, what, if anything, does she have in terms of any sort of personnel record for Jenny?
She's got a very comprehensive personnel file for Jenny. She's her personal assistant, so she dug very deeply into her. Her full name is Jenny Fern. She's California native, born and raised. Has kind of a similar story in regards to Eden, and actually kind of to you as well, HK. She started as a model, got into a very bad contract that had her stuck with a very abusive employer. Miss Maud got her out of it when she bought up the company. Was impressed with Jenny's acumen, less impressed by her modeling talent, and suggested that she become her personal assistant. Since then, they've been pretty inseparable. And, well, Jenny has a tidy sum of her own at this point. Though she seems to not spend it a whole lot. From what the personnel file notes, it seems that she lives very modestly.
Laura's still keeping her thoughts to herself on this front.
Fair enough. So, yeah. You guys are free to walk around, do whatever. Just, if any of security asks, just show them your ID. They'll probably do the little swipe thing. Me and the rest of the exceptionals are set up in some of the guest rooms on the 4th floor. So if you guys want to take some rooms there, you can. And I guess you don't have to stay, but, might help if they try something in the middle of the night. I almost forgot. And she produces what look like little comm headsets. Elytra, you can tell immediately these are cheap as hell.
Oh, no.
Like, they probably had a nice big price tag on them, but, because you know tech, these are pieces of crap. This is, overinflated, dollar store garbage.
Can I roll to tinker on these immediately? With gadgets?
Sure,
To
roll to
improve
unleash your
them?
powers. See if you can turn a, what's that phrase? Polish a turd?
Yeah. I mean, that's an 11.
Okay.
So you can
we'll
polish the turd.
Indeed. We'll say that in this particular instance, the reason these things are so cheap is because they're missing a lot of components that make better headpieces. But they do have plenty of room inside of their casing because they skimped out on so much, so you just gotta slap a few things in there for each piece and bam, significantly better.
I feel like Elijah will accept them, tinker with them a little bit, and then hand them out, and then basically say, I'm assuming the rest of your team has these. I can...
We bought them for this mission.
I can extend their usage quite a bit based off of whoever you bought these from was a snake oil salesman if I've ever seen one. You probably played way too much for these.
Oh. I'll have to tell Sugar Bomb. They'll be so upset.
Can I be there when you tell them?
I suppose you can?
I could help break it in a way that isn't so upsetting.
HK.
Okay, you're right. I just want to see Sugar Bomb upset.
I will make them better free of charge, and hopefully they can last into future missions for
And
you.
maybe next time Sugar Bomb won't be so mean to Electra at Physiques.
Thank you.
Yep.
It's
Well,
awfully
we
nice
love
of
you.
We're working together, and I can't let teams I'm working with use subpar tech if I can help it.
Well, thank you. I'll well, BP's not here. I'll go tell Sugar Bomb and Wings to come see you, okay?
Yeah, I should have the parts to help them or fix everything up for them.
Before you go, question. You said that you were glad that you're not the only one who felt that there was something missing here. I'm curious to know what you think is going on.
Well, okay. So it makes sense to me that Miss Maud would increase security, after the note comes, right? I mean, reading the note, it seems like the Thieves Guild kind of expected that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really understand why she did it after we heard about things, though.
We as in the Exceptionals.
Yeah. Like, it was the day after that we showed up that Leonberger came.
Curious.
I don't know, maybe she just saw how bad of a job we did on the first day.
I'm not sure. She's a difficult woman to read.
She is a difficult woman to read.
You're telling me.
Thank you. I appreciate your insight.
You're welcome. I'll go tell everybody else. And she'll walk off, leaving the four of you relatively alone in the estate.
Alone, but not truly
Do-
alone.
We want to stay here, or do we want to?
I think one of us will be on site. It should be on site, but I know two of us who would not want to be on site the entire time. Actually, three of us. I can stay on site. The Exceptionals kind of know who I am anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
I'm
I
not
do
opposed to
think-
staying on site for a mission purpose, but at some point, I would like to confer as a team in a place that isn't wired to the gills.
Would you
Where
like
you
to
don't
go to
have-
the island?
Nanites
It's the
everywhere.
best choice as much as the foxes don't like me.
I don't think they dislike you. I think that there's
They just
some...
can't touch you.
Yeah.
It's as- Okay, let me rephrase. It's a good choice as much as it's a bad idea for me to be there.
Okay.
It also
I
gives
don't
us a
wanna-
fair amount of time.
I don't want to give your boxes electric shocks on accident.
I think that they
To
don't want to
just-
come near you, Glory. No offense. I mean, I think that they just learned that the electric shocks are not fun for them.
Yes, that doesn't
Yeah.
really.
It also gives us time when we're very short on it.
Yeah.
It extends a lot of rapidly ticking down seconds. As it were.
Yeah.
Or we could go back to the mansion, or the manor, manor, and get whatever clothing items or whatever we need. And then,
If we've got permission, it would probably be better to Torrigate in to the mansion and then back here if we can get the snacks
I think that would
to
be best
support it.
so that people don't
Prevents
realize
the
we're
whole
leaving. Yeah,
song and dance at the front entrance.
it does.
Yeah, I would prefer
I
not
think
to
that
deal
we
with
should
tourists.
probably tell security that we're going to do that.
Yes, we
Otherwise,
should.
they might have there might be a mass panic that we've left the
Yeah,
building and
there may be turrets that we
We'd
don't
also
want to
like
deal with.
to ensure that the portal reappearing will not be an issue.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think that's a good. Do you want to stay as well, though? I'm not staying here alone because I just need more buffer than that with me and
Yeah.
PP.
Yeah, no.
But I can room with one of the, well, any of you. I don't really care, but like just
We can figure it out.
yeah.
Yeah.
How likely is it that I have work tomorrow?
Yes.
Probably.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I have work in the morning.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
Thoth, you want to take the RAV4?
Are you trying to give him a heart attack?
Just borrow it.
I mean, I can drive it back to the manor.
I mean, you can use the bike if you want to do that, but it's more flashy than the RAV4.
Well, the RAV4
Oddly
is in the
enough.
middle of Hickory Heist, isn't it?
Yeah.
So
Currently, yes.
he can drive it back to the manor.
Sure. Whatever you need to do.
Or we can go by Tory Gate, whatever.
It doesn't matter if you want to. I mean, when you need to leave, just you can take it, and if you want to drive it back to the manor, then drive back.
I will say at this point, you guys are not going to have issues with transportation, like to and from the manor via various methods. So if we just want to say, like, we drive
figured
the
that out.
car to the manor at some point, we can just say
Okay.
that.
And then it happened. We did the thing. Okay.
Tory Gate back in, assuming we've cleared it with security.
Yeah.
But if you guys want to have that conversation in the Tory Gate.
Whatever
Mhm.
Glory wants. The Tory Gates, I don't know what these nanites that we fucking breathed into. To be honest, HK does not like the idea that there are nanites in her body. Dislike.
Yeah.
Fucking dislike that
I
shit.
mean, if you got medical
Honestly-
attention at any point in this setting, you probably have some nanomachines in you. They're just kind of a part of everyday technology in this setting.
The microplastics of the future.
Woo.
Yeah, a little bit.
Hopefully
love
less
that.
harmful.
Hopefully.
You can always tell when you've had too many when things start tasting like rust.
Oh, good. Okay, so yeah, they do whatever, and I assume we have either time in the manor or wherever
Yeah.
for Glory to talk to us about what she would like to talk to us about.
Honestly, it might be better to do it at the manor so that we can have tabs on consult.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Enough?
Really does not like tabs.
Okay, but assuming they get everything cleared and they're able to
Yep.
back at the manor.
John does ask that you, like, text him or something before you're just opening portals.
I assume he gives us some
Electra
sort of number
will-
to reach him at.
Yeah, Electra will text him before we portal anywhere.
Yep. We're taking that
Fine,
man a heart
Electra's
attack.
just collecting all of the numbers to randomly text at various points.
We're building a network.
Please don't get drunk.
Just a buzz.
Eh. I got it.
God.
Boo.
Alright. But you guys can convene at your little meeting room in the manor.
Glory will have probably pulled up one of the whiteboards just so they can start a new conspiracy board.
Yep.
So possibilities here. It is possible that they're all just stupid because it seems like Miss Maud's security systems are very robust. That said, I'm inclined to think that that's probably not the case, given that they haven't gotten themselves caught yet. So that makes me think they know something we don't. possibly something that Eden Maud doesn't know.
Mm-hmm.
That said, I was watching through all of that. She's hiding something. I don't know what it is, but there's something about all of this that Eden Maud wants to keep quiet, from us included.
Mm-hmm.
I think figuring out what that is might be helpful here, if it's possible to figure it out at all. In addition to that, keep an eye on Jenny. She's playing up the assistant role, but there's something else going on there, and I can't decide if this is the I'm a rich woman hiring a hyper-competent assistant who's pretending they're not hyper-competent to catch people off their guard situation, or if this is a spy situation.
Mm-hmm.
She's very good at hiding her body language and intentions and portraying something that's not more than skin deep.
Hmm.
So, a few different mysteries here. What do the thieves know? What is Eden Maud hiding? And probably, it might not be a matter, but I want to know what the fuck's going on with Jenny.
I mean, that's a fair question to ask.
Fourth thing. Angelfish's concern. Hiring Leonberger the day after the exceptionals were brought on, when it seems like she didn't want the exceptionals at all. And she strikes me as the kind of person who would not hesitate on getting additional security if that was the original plan.
Mm-hmm.
Why change course?
Image.
Maybe.
Fear?
To keep the exceptionals from uncovering something she doesn't want people to know.
Possibly. Could be all three.
Could be none.
Could be none. It could be nothing.
Another alternative option, or maybe just...
I'd just like to get down what we can.
Mm-hmm.
Well, HK, based off of the interaction in the Tory Gate, she trusts you the most. She gave you the codex to give to the Fox.
I can't believe she did that, actually. I was fucking shocked.
You can be persuasive.
Well,
Yeah.
it is a good alternative, right?
Mm-hmm.
On the off chance that they can get in there, even if they get the amulet, they cannot use it without me. That's a two-step thing versus maybe they do have some way to bypass mod security. Maybe they can hack it, disable it, you know?
Well,
I don't
the
know.
turrets have a single point of failure. The stuff in the sub-levels seems to not. That said, I don't believe in calling anything infallible.
That's it.
I also
I have concerns about what's in those vaults.
Oh yeah.
I don't think we can entirely rule out there isn't a point of entry somewhere in there on some material component or something along those lines.
Or that there's not somebody that can bypass some of the systems of security. Either way, this is a much safer alternative.
We should potentially account for the possibility that I don't think this would be the situation where it happens, but I would hope it's not possible for somebody else to somehow break into your pocket dimension, but I don't want to say it's impossible.
The only way would be to force me to open it. And on that day, I think that what we should do is we should have the amulet placed in some sort of safe that Maud has.
I meant more something like a powerful enough reality warper might be able to change the rules around the amulet.
Possibly.
Just as an example of...
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't believe in infallibility.
No, I'm with you. I'm just saying that this is less expected because...
I don't think it'll be an issue anytime soon, but
yeah,
it's worth having there.
No, I know.
What were you going to
That
say
said-
before there, Thoth?
Sorry.
Well, two things. One, we're also assuming that the guild knows all the ins and outs of mod security, so if they think that there's a failsafe, if she gets dropped in the middle of it, that's going to turn it off. That could be maybe a risk they're willing to take, or something, how they would expect this to go through if they're not going to hack the system.
If, per se, example, Vagabond can teleport with people teleported with her into there, assuming there's a failsafe, they both get incinerated.
Yeah.
I mean, it's dark, but that's one way to solve the problem. I'd rather not have her die on our watch.
Ideally, I
No,
have
but I think we should.
a phase bug down there, and that can jump on her. It'll buy us a little time, get her phased through.
The fact that you're able to have that bug down there, is it still down there?
It's currently being scanned.
It was being scanned when we left.
The mechanics of that. If something is scanned into the system, is that a permanent sort of thing, or is that a similar to Eden being disintegrated if she's dropped in there sort of thing? Because if you have a way to somehow get your biometrics scanned into that system, that seems like a solid way to bypass it.
Not sure. We'll have to ask when we return.
There's a lot of security surrounding that scanner, I'd imagine. I'm
But
hoping this is probably... Oh, go for it. Sorry.
I was going to say, but we do have reason to believe that Jenny is at least in some way suspicious in this situation, and may point out that she was the one who both took my bug and the scanner.
If I were going to find a way to infiltrate this system, I'd focus on her.
Yeah.
It's possible that she's just very good at hiding her intentions, hyper competent, loyal to the boss, sort of.
Or
that sort
she
of
could
thing.
be dating somebody that might have an alternate identity. That,
Or somebody on the
or
team
she might be
swapped out
related
with
to
her
somebody,
somehow.
or she might be swapped out with somebody, or she might be. There's so many possibilities.
I don't trust what I can't know.
That's valid.
So,
In regards to scanner, I would quickly note, Elytra, you know from looking at the personnel logs, those scanners were looked at by technicians recently.
The scanners have also been examined recently. And she'll list off the technicians that were involved, specifically for and ask tabs to focus on their backgrounds first, if possible. See
Running
if there's
background.
any unusual things of note.
She runs it through the system. All of them appear to be competent, high-end security technicians. A couple of them are newer on the block, but they have good reviews online.
We have established footage of the Thieves Guild.
Is there established video footage
anywhere?
of them?
Yes, in costume, whatever.
Absolutely. On occasion, they've left videos of themselves as calling cards.
Can I ask tabs to compare height and gait from the footage itself to various suspects that we have, including the technicians and Jenny?
Sure.
Because gait is a fairly indicative.
Unless you're good at faking it.
That's true.
Still worth a look.
There are a few matches, but that primarily has to do with the fact that the Thieves Guild is relatively large as far as a superhero group goes, and there's like a pretty wide variety of heights between them overall.
Mhm.
Body types don't necessarily match up. I'm trying to think of what all you've named as suspicious. There's probably like one technician who pretty roughly matches Red Fox's height and build.
Age, Matt? Reasonable?
The technician's a bit older than him, but that can be faked.
Mhm. Does he have a daughter?
The technician?
Yes.
No, 3 sons.
So
The sons are real people, I assume.
Seems like it. At least as far as
Less
Tabs can
likely.
find in cyberspace.
Specifically, does Jenny match with anyone?
Of the Thieves Guild, probably the closest matches to her are Church Mouse and Cassidy. It's not perfect
was-
matches, though.
Neither.
Yeah. Church Mouse is like a much different build to Jenny. And both Church Mouse and Cassidy are not quite Jenny's height. Like, it's not a big difference, but there is a little bit of a difference.
What kind of shoes is Jenny wearing?
Yeah.
Heels.
I was about to say heels.
So heels can fake it. Our is Church Mouse build wise bulkier or slimmer than Jenny?
Bulkier. Church Mouse,
Which
I'd almost describe her as like a Midwestern mom who got into like cyber crime.
That's
Like
amazing.
she sort of has like that sort of build.
That's amazing.
but bulkier builds can also be faked if you have a
Mhm.
master
True.
disguise.
So, Jenny's previous employer,
The sketchy one.
who was it? And what do we know about them?
Well,
Tell me it wasn't Merlot.
it was Merlot Publishing.
So she might be drinking the sauce, though.
It's worth noting, though, it is a different Merlot to your Merlot,
Okay.
HK.
Okay.
Unknown if they're related.
The vibes are rancid.
Yes, but the vibes are similarly rancid from what you find.
Does she have
Very much
any
an
lingering
exploitative-
connections to them that we can find?
Quite the opposite.
Okay.
It seems that she burned every bid she had with that company when Miss Maud hired her, because she was like, fuck
Get me the
all
fuck
of
out.
you.
That's fair. That's fair.
In fact, Tabs, in the process of helping you guys out, probably finds like a chirp message chain where she basically eviscerates the hell out of the former CEO of that company.
You like it?
There's some seriously colorful language.
Okay.
I like her a little bit now.
Mhm.
If that is her.
Thoughts on a different angle. Tabs, to what degree do you have information on whatever information is coming in or out of the manor, like web searches, that kind of thing? Not manor, sorry, in Mouse
The
Estate.
estate?
Yeah.
I can monitor traffic on non-secured sectors, but due to the hardening of these systems, I cannot do a deeper infiltration without alerting cybersecurity.
Fair enough. This might not turn anything up then, but I'd be curious to know if any degree of background check on the exceptionals and on us was done through things that you can detect without alerting anyone. If it were me, I'd have done it on more secure systems, but it's worth a check.
Scanning. Confirmed. Multiple searches from cellular devices.
What nature of search?
Searches for the exceptionals. Searches for the misfits. And she starts rattling off names of the owners of the devices. Various members of you recognize various members of the Hickory Heights upper crust, including one Richie Nelson, as well as his apparent father, Jay Nelson. Seems that both of them Googled you guys.
I hate them.
Lovely.
We
Okay.
should, if Eden Maud didn't want to beef up security seemingly until after the exceptionals came on, and she didn't want the exceptionals involved in the first place, we should figure out how the trail of information got to the exceptionals where they were able to take the job in the first place.
I like it. What do we know so far with that?
What, just that
It's,
Angelfish BP heard from a friend through a family
Which friend?
Yeah.
Might be good to find out.
about it? And then what? Eden Maud said that someone blabbed when they weren't supposed to.
Yeah. I mean, she's surrounded by socialites. They don't seem like the discreet sort. So if some of them, or one of them, overheard something.
They do like to talk.
Mm-hmm.
Having that many rich gossips around is certainly a choice.
Certainly is. Couldn't be me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. That guy who told me that with some work I'd be passable or whatever, he's got super strength, just so you know.
Thoth, you would know, in high school, Richie definitely didn't have superpowers of any kind.
Okay, that's why when you said that, I was like, what? What? Great. How many more of them do you think have powers?
Hard to say without a more in-depth test, unless it's a visible exonatural power.
I will say you didn't notice any visible powers amongst the socialites, but then again, they would be the ones most concerned about image, so they'd probably polish those things over.
Yeah.
So you also have potentially someone in that group which we have no control over feeding information.
Yeah. Basic security measures seem to be keeping the important stuff away from them, but you never know who has what. Like, if a technopath, for instance.
Yeah, Technopath
I mean,
could do a lot of harm in that situation.
there's definitely magical redundancies down there that would probably prevent that kind of thing to an extent. But
Or a sentient computer thing could also do a lot of damage down there.
or traveling through the electrical wires.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Well, no sign of him yet.
Don't jinx it.
Yet. Crazy uncle, not Prometheus.
No, still, don't jinx it. Don't invite him to show up.
Back on
Electra
all of the
points to
wood.
the scary box
No.
image.
Swear to God, if he fucking jump scared all of us, no.
Don't like that evil laugh.
We'll fucking buy a bird.
That said, we can't really rule it out. Much like we can't rule much of this out.
No. I mean, to be fair, he at least, their biological uncle at least, seemed a little too off his rocker to be planning something of this magnitude, I would think, but...
Not to mention the fact that Blackout and the Thieves Guild have not even existed at the same time.
You never know.
Until today.
It's more, I guess you could call it a paranoia about just the string pulling going on here. The breakouts, the mystery drone trying to take those
Androids?
automatons?
The
What were they?
Lachey.
Yeah, androids. The Lachey breaking out our good friends from prison.
Yeah.
There's things going on here beneath the surface, and I don't want to assume that it's not related. It might not be. But
I don't love knowing what I observed in Tarot Town regarding my own tech. I don't
Yeah, that's
love
fair.
the glaring hole that they currently have up until the final walls of the vault in regards to magic.
I am so worried about Vagabond.
Mhm.
What do we know about exonatural power suppression?
It's a pretty developed field of research for incarceration, largely. The power suppression cuffs have existed since, like, the 50s.
Weird.
It's a
I
pretty
wonder how that
well-trodden
happened.
technology. To the point that there's even, like, a civilian model of it that's basically like, having issues with your powers, slap this bracelet on and not have to worry about them ever again. People complain about wearing them for too long and just, like, the mind fog that it causes, because,
Oh.
you know, you're basically permanently deadening nerves by wearing it for
Yeah.
that long.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Hey, buddy.
But Elytra
She's so
did
cute.
also, we had the experiment in Tarot Town where she slapped like police or hero grade suppression cuffs on and realized she could, with enough effort and practice, could fight through them.
Yes. And
So
that's possible for basically anyone. It's
yeah,
mostly about, like, the mentality of your abilities and, like, controlling where it comes from for you, if that makes any sense.
Mhm.
which what I was getting at was it's something that can be overcome. So our
Yes.
white box technology is not necessarily infallible.
Yeah, White Room has been the difficult nut to crack when it comes to power suppression. There have been multiple attempts at it. The problem is the distance aspect. Like, the only models that really work are, like, basically coffin-sized and inhumane.
Mhm.
Ugh. In terms of power suppression, so there's multiple types of powers, and then even within those type, like general fields of powers, there's multiple subclasses, like magic having a bunch of different things.
Yeah.
Does power suppression work equally across all of that, or are there issues
No.
with any given area?
Power suppression generally works best with those described as, like, generic exonaturals. This would be sort of like the equivalent of, like, a mutant from the X-Men. People who are just, like, inherently have their powers, so to speak. When it comes to, like, physical or mental training, power suppression basically never works on that.
Mm.
Which, you know, makes sense because a lot of that is not actually exonatural. It's just, like, knowing how to fight or knowing how to be an acrobat or stuff like that.
Mhm.
Like, it's normal baseline human ability, you know?
Yeah.
So, like in theory, if you put a power suppression collar on like SP, he probably couldn't regenerate, but he can still punch somebody.
Hypothetically, yes.
Hypothetically.
But then there comes the weirdness of magic, where power suppression sometimes works. It usually works best on more sorceress types, i.e. your HKs or glories, where it's not so much like a magic they've learned as much as it is a magic that is a part of them. But if it's a more wizardy type, it has a real hard time working on that.
So, like, you probably couldn't get one on Kane and get much out of that.
Probably not. Also not helping the fact that a lot of Kane's magic comes from outside sources.
Mhm.
So he could just, pop an imp into existence to take the collar off of him.
That's true. How do they handle multiple power sources simultaneously?
Yeah.
With great difficulty. Multiple power sources on one individual is a rarity. But when it crops up, they are almost invariably very strong. Because, having, this would kind of be the case for Glory. Having both an inborn, ability like super strength, plus magical constructs or, memory manipulation, you're terrifying as shit.
That is terrifying as shit.
They make characters that are scary on purpose.
And we love
that,
you for it.
That concept as a villain is nigh unstoppable.
I did that for a reason.
Because if we go dark mode, we're gonna be fucking crazy.
You ever run into Mirrorverse Glory? It's gonna be interesting.
So, with multiple abilities, usually the best solution is multiple layers of power suppression. Preferably applied directly to areas that the individual associates the power with. Which is why the most common version is power cuffs, because most people associate their abilities with their hands.
Is that more of on the mental level of just what you consider to be like?
Yes. That's the whole reason these things work, is because they're specifically attacking your mental connection between where you think your power projects from.
Not gonna lie, Glory's pretty sure the power is coming from the glowing blood. So.
And the glowing blood, how are you going to remove that?
But that's
that's
a part of your body. So if a collar was applied to her, it would mess with that connection in her head.
Okay.
So that's why when you get somebody who's severely mastered their ability, it's almost impossible to negate their power because they've broken that connection. Mastermind is the example of this, because he has literally fine-tuned his abilities to such a degree that he does not differentiate himself from his abilities.
What?
So you slap a power suppression on him, and it does nothing.
To some extent, I mean, in theory, HK would have that, because she gained her abilities at such a young age.
This is true.
That they have become so especially the super speed. The wind is probably easier to separate her from. The ones that she views as God-given power, more of the God-given powers versus the speed, she just feels is an innate part of her.
And that is also a part of it, is how familiar the person is with the ability.
So I feel if she were to power through, the speed would be the thing that she would be able to power through with, not necessarily the newer gifts where she doesn't feel as much of a... I mean, she's connected to them, but they're newer. So the connection... Of course,
it's also worth noting that you are, again, magical, which means that there's a lower success rate already.
Yeah.
By the way, though, if you want to figure out if your abilities are magical, try slapping some of these on and see what happens.
We can borrow a collar from Moonlighter.
I'm not magic.
Y'all have this stuff.
I know.
I mean,
we all have this.
For what it's worth, in-game Glory will say, I don't like the idea, but at some point it might be worth testing that on us in a controlled setting.
Or more so, testing that in a controlled setting and learning how to work around it in a controlled setting.
¿Por qué no los dos?
My my method has always been in my head. Don't slow down enough for them to get the fucking collar on you or the cuffs, but
Redundancies can be important, even if
no,
you don't
it
think you'll
is
need
important.
them.
You're right. Prevention is my first line of defense, and then
Oh, I think that's a good approach.
I mean, it is also worth noting, as part of the standard superhero kit, you all are given a master key to any sort of power suppression materials, so that if a villain does try to slap that shit on you, you can just be like...
Theoretically, until a villain changes the key or the lock,
Yeah.
and then you're fucked. So,
I mean, if I were...
or shoots you with a bullet made of the power
Well,
suppression stuff.
it doesn't quite work like that. It's it's like a powered device. You can't just like shoot somebody with it.
Why not?
You cannot shoot someone with a pair of handcuffs.
Yes. Why do we not
well,
have
if it
handcuffs?
works like
Slingshots. What year is this?
2047.
You're right. That's not that far in the future, but
well, anyway, that's trading for a future exercise.
Yeah, we have other
given
problems more.
Yeah.
yeah.
Still putting it on the board, and she'll walk over to the board where they have their long-term plans written. She's like, we need to try cross-power training at some point so we can actually get better at that.
Mm-hmm.
Preferably in an area that won't be destroyed.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Okay, so seems like we have a decent collection of information, though more would never hurt. I'm not sure how
Maybe I
much
can
there is to
corner
figure
Jenny.
out. I would tread carefully.
I don't know. Yeah, that is something that could
Well, I
easily
want
get
to
us
ask her
also
about
thrown.
modeling, and maybe I could just slip questions in there about her personal life or whatever you guys want to know.
Just be careful. Eden is seemed pretty close with her, and it might
take
cause
offense.
issues.
We'll see. I'll tread carefully. Play it by ear.
Please do. She's I get the impression that it wouldn't be too hard for her to pick up on what you're doing. So just keep that in mind.
Think of it like if you had to interview me and had to avoid letting Tabs know you were interviewing me for very personal things.
Yeah.
In a negative sense.
Yeah.
There's also the concern that if this is a sort of spy situation, tipping her off more so than we might have already is probably not the best idea.
Have we looked into Jenny's weak spots? Is there any vulnerabilities that she, like does she have close family members? Does she have who's close to her? Is she dating anybody? Is she
She's sleeping with Eden Mod?
Maybe.
There's certainly some online rumors about that. As it currently stands for Miss Fern, she has dated quite a few people of various genders. None of them have really stuck around. She doesn't have any family, really, which is part of the reason why Merlot Publishing was able to basically take over her life like it did.
Yeah. It's entirely possible it's all fine and there's nothing going on here.
And that she simply, there's something to be said in the modeling industry for playing dumber than you actually are.
But to say, HK does specifically do that.
Yeah, HK will smile. Publicly, I'm not necessarily the sharpest tool in the shed.
You cut a guy's hands off.
I feel like there's a lot of questions as to why you hang out with me and Gigi a lot, then.
Because you're hot and we party. Duh. This is to some extent the image that I've pushed because I like the edge that it gives me. And
It's a
people
thing.
not always having the best idea that I'm more than just fast.
Weed.
Yeah.
Adrian.
No,
Pretty
it's a good
face that
strategy.
can move real fast.
Yeah, it's a useful image to have cultivated at
You
this
lean
point.
into it. People expect pretty people not to be as smart.
Which is why I have
Unless
those
your whole
bids.
power set.
They just assume that you get everything because of your looks. So
Many people do that.
well, it's true. That is something that people capitalize on. But
Yeah, still it's an assumption
people
that
are
exists.
complex.
Yeah. Fair.
And attractiveness and intelligence are not.
Attractiveness is a social construct.
Yes.
The other thing,
Absolutely.
we should decide who's on site continuously and who is coming in on and off site.
I assume that
And
they'll
how
want me
we're gonna
nearby
figure that.
with the codex. She'll probably want me. It will make her
Yeah.
feel better.
Yeah.
Given
And
the frequency of being ambushed, also that.
Yeah.
I was planning on staying no matter what, so just to be on site, that way I can get at least a partial swarm up monitoring for my purposes.
And I
And
bartend on Saturday, but I don't on this Friday. And I'm probably going to be quitting that job anyways.
Fair.
Hopefully.
Not
I
many
can
jobs where
easily
men will
have
pay
my
you to slap
schedule.
them, but you know.
What?
Mhm.
If you'd find like a new outlet for men paying you to slap them.
That actually could probably make me a good amount of money. There is actually a market for that. However, I'm pretty fairly certain my mother will kill me if I do
Yes.
that.
Possibly, yes.
I'm fairly certain my mother will show up and slap me, and then
She won't even
For
walk in.
free.
She'll just apparate into the room and just be like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
and then I will get slapped, and then everybody else in the room will get their ass kicked.
Okay, so if Electra and HK, you two are both staying on the grounds, given that HK, you have the main mode of transportation, that'll take some extra coordinating if we want to get the team all there. Yes, hello, sir. Hi. Please don't steal my pen.
I mean, you can bring the bike, but I would prefer that they not know who's there and who's not. So you just call me and I'll come get you with the tour bike.
I mean, if they never see you coming and going, it might actually be useful for two of us to look like we're coming and going, and then they might think there's fewer people there than there are.
There's that. We can ask security what they think.
But
too.
I mean, if Glory and I show up together, I can illusion us to look like socialites again.
Or look like, yeah.
True.
So no one
May
knows
as well use
exactly
the
now.
face.
You all do know now that socialites are coming and going from the estate a fair bit.
Yeah.
That is
And if
weird
some
that
of
she's
us-
letting them come and go while she's got this active.
Yeah, that's kind of. I wouldn't do that personally, but maybe.
No.
I don't know. Why does she entertain socialites so frequently?
Business. You have to
Could
rub
be
elbows.
Business.
Power trip?
Yeah.
Above the table,
Network.
do I know what the Nelsons do?
Stock investment.
Give
Hedge
swirlies.
fund managers.
Hedge fund.
Venture capitalists.
No,
Something like
no.
They're one of those families where it's like, what the fuck do you actually do? And it's just kind of like pull money from the ether.
Yeah.
They just showed up one day and then were rich and we don't no idea.
And I hate them.
Yeah. Well, HK will pick out some of her more expensive pieces of clothing that she owns to just wear around so that she blends in a little more with the socialites. She's keeping her hair black for the moment.
I mean, Elytra will. I don't think there's a lot of expensive clothing that Elytra has.
Well,
But-
HKs, you can borrow some of HKs if
Yeah.
you want. The tops at least will fit. Probably the skirt.
Yeah.
Maybe the skirts. I don't know. The pants are probably a little long for Electra.
Yeah. Yeah. Just a little short.
Roll
if
them
you
up
are
to a
both.
tasteful cuff.
Yeah.
Or, you could talk to the literal fashion designer you're working for clothes.
I'm not
No,
gonna beg clothing off this woman.
HK was a little ruffled that they called her gaudy, but she's keeping her ego in check mostly.
Elytra's just cleared the woman down for insulting your friends. It's fine.
The two of you are on the grounds. Both SP and I can at least be somewhat visible elsewhere. Make it look
Like
lean
we're
into
not.
that idea that
Mhm.
we're not there all the time.
So
Especially
also
if we
uses
can
a
get
lot of
fair.
the
illusions
illusions to work with tech.
Yeah.
That might be something to investigate. We did pass by quite a few cameras on our way, and one may have snapped something if you
We could also
perhaps
do
Tabs
like
checking.
Google the tags today.
selfies in
Tabs.
other parts of the city if you wanted to try and illusion us into like
Yeah.
Elytra
Upload to Instagram.
HK.
Mm-hmm.
And that
Mhm.
gives us multiple takes and less of a time crunch.
Yeah.
Up to you, of course.
Tabs, what were the results of today's potential camera exposures?
Searching. She'll pull up a few photos that have been posted to social media. Remind me again, Thoth, you took a condition on that, right?
Yes, insecure.
Okay. They're a little fuzzy around where you guys are at,
Mm-hmm.
but it does look like a pair of socialites.
Hey.
Okay. Nice.
Well, you guys could, take a few selfies so that we don't look like we're involved. I think that any edge that we can get on just keeping our presence there would be ideal.
Any little bit helps.
You just never know what they're watching and who they're watching and what they're doing.
I'm
I
curious to
won't
know
put
how they've
anything.
managed to stay hidden for this long.
I don't know.
I mean, a lot of tech-based abilities and focus, so who knows?
I
Dad will
mean,
chime in.
we don't know the extent of Vagabond's powers. Maybe he can teleport literal locations if their base is
Also-
constantly moving.
Yeah.
Dabs will chime in. Technology-based villains usually have enough of an understanding to impede my searches for them.
Also fair.
We should get the were spider if we encounter them to sniff them out so we can see if we can find the spot where they're at.
Oh, yeah, no, I will keep the wear spider on me.
Yeah.
Note sense, hopefully,
Hmm.
to an extent.
The next, if this wouldn't be too overwhelming, it might be worth scanning the crowd for motor oil.
That's not a bad idea.
I
See
can
if there's
try.
anyone we can directly connect to it.
I can definitely try and search for motor oil.
I could also text Moonlighter and see if he can come by and sniff the crowd.
I'm not
I-
sure he'd even be allowed on the
that-
grounds.
Yeah, I don't think that's a good
He
idea.
actively looks like a felon.
Yeah.
Like, he literally wears a piece of technology that's usually put on criminals. Like, you might as well
Yeah.
walk up in, like, the pinstripe suit at that point.
Yep. HK's still like thinking on that for like meeting her mom because that's going to be a nightmare.
Well,
Yeah.
as you all ponder these aspects of what to investigate next, I think we are going to go ahead and call it there as we are approaching midnight.
Yep.
Mhm.
Have some end of session questions.
Mhm.
I can go first. I think Elytra grew into her own image tonight more so because she did see that little smirk from Eden when she stood up for her team.
Yeah, go figure.
And
Eden Maud, the woman who has basically clawed her way into her empire, appreciates a woman who will stand her fucking ground.
yeah,
Well,
no.
she came to the right team because I think about
Yeah.
60% of the team or so is women that will stand their ground.
100% authority issues.
Yes, 100%
There's
authority
100%
issues.
authority issues and 60% women who stand their ground. 40% men who like to go thrift shopping.
They also stand their ground.
Oh, they do.
I will
They do.
say, I think I'll do Superior up, Danger down right now. Because and I need to edit this. I'm not getting rid of any whatchamacallits though. Conditions. Which I probably should, but
Well, you can't get rid of that with grow into your
yeah.
image. It's only a shift.
No, I know. I understand that.
All right. Who next?
I can go next. I think I am going to grow closer to the team, specifically Elytra, since I don't know, she was just like, "You got this," when he was trying to make sure they weren't caught on camera, and was a pretty steady support while he was internally panicking about being in this mansion.
Mhm.
You're gonna be in
I
this
will
mansion
say-
for a hot minute.
I don't know.
In the sense of, in a positive sense, freak up because that was a pretty big power moment, and danger down because she feels safe with both. That's protecting.
I can do that though, so I don't get a new condition, and I'll take this opportunity to clear insecure. I'm still insecure as fuck, and I will continue to be insecure as fuck, but I won't have the penalty.
Good job.
I can go. Gloria is going to grow closer to the team, grow closer to HK. She felt like HK performed pretty well in that whole situation, and they were kind of like a team going into it.
Mhm.
This is not an environment especially comfortable in as well. So as much as she has reservations about HK's ability to exercise discretion, she does also appreciate her ability to navigate these in a way.
Yeah.
Also, she was very impressed with the HK being able to impress Eden Mount.
Yeah. Yeah. She was actually
So-
impressed with herself for impressing her because she did not expect that woman to be even a little bit moved by herself. So that was a proud moment for her. And she was just not showing that because she's used to wearing her rich people mask when she's around rich people. And it
Yeah,
being a little
that makes
prickly
sense.
too.
I get
For Glory, I'm gonna put freak up and superior down.
Alas, that does give me a condition.
Damn.
Superior's at
Sorry,
-2.
Glory.
Fair enough.
Well, are you marking potential or clearing a condition, first of all?
Clearing a condition.
Which one?
The only one I have marked is afraid, so I'll clear
Okay.
that.
I won't remark that.
Mhm.
Let's go ahead and mark hopeless. The presence of New Olympus in the background is eating away at you a little bit.
Yeah, she's not a fan.
That's valid. Completely valid.
Could also probably argue frustration with there's something here she can't find and that's annoying her.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that leaves us with HK.
HK grew closer to the team, also growing close to Glory, because she did feel like they were a pretty, like, unified front. Glory and her always make a really good team together of, like, just on whatever. Like, I mean, of course she loves Thoth and Electra too, but, like, when they came in, they just sort of, like, I don't know, whatever they team it feels like bad bitches going off,
I was about to say, HK and Glory definitely have the energy of like one of those comic team up runs where it's like Blue Beetle and Booster Gold, or like some of the Bat Fam like gets their own like mini series, like just a couple of heroes who like on their own are badasses, and then you put them together and it's like, do not fuck with those.
Yeah, pretty much.
Their powers are
Scary.
complementary, and in a way, their personalities are as well because they have different ranges.
Absolutely. HK is a little more of the cheery type. Glory has more of a seriousness to her, and yeah.
And they will both murder you.
And
Metaphorically.
Yeah.
HK will do it with a smile. Actually, so will Glory. It's that's when they're both a little scary. Is when they
She
both
does
start
look a
sweating.
little manic when she's covered in blood and beating someone up. Not gonna lie, she's got some problems.
That's when you're like, oh no, I get it now. Oh no, see, that's it right there. That's what they have in common.
Like, yeah, no, this is
psychotic.
she attempts to suppress that part of her and sometimes cannot.
Oh yeah. The glee that they get when they go into battle. That's when people are like, oh fuck.
Oh, they're fucked up. Even more.
These ones are unhinged.
The whole team's various flavors of unhinged. I love it.
Oh, very, very much
Yes.
so. In various different ways. I would say that Thoth and Electra are more the anxiety crew. We love them.
They're all
And then
trauma
there's
bonded.
just- and then there's just SP who doesn't, no thoughts.
Some thoughts.
I should jump out the window
chooses
right
to
now.
ignore
Yes,
those thoughts.
that's a
I was about to
thought.
say, he has some thoughts, he just puts them in the we're not going to think about that bucket.
That is also true.
He's our dissociator. But yeah, so that is, and I'm going to clear a condition. I'm going to clear hopeless. Well, no, she's actually gonna, she's feeling less angry currently, so she's gonna get rid of anger.
Alright. And I do believe Glory gets to give a shift.
Mhm. All right. We're gonna go superior up, danger down.
This can happen.
Hell yeah.
Alright.
Sweet.
But with that, we thank you all for joining us this evening. We hope you'll join us next time for possibly the start of the end of this arc. I don't know what the hell y'all are going to do.
No,
in
it's gonna
RP,
take 3 more
so
sessions for sure.
It's a mystery.
we'll see what happens.
Who knows what's gonna happen
Who
next
knows?
time?
Gonna
We'll get
beat
through
up
this
Richie
plot in a
HK
few
has to deal with
decades.
some awkwardness for sure next time.
But for now, have a wonderful evening all, and bye-bye.
Bye bye.